What's up, everybody? Sorry for, I was messaging for a minute there and then I dropped off. I had not eaten yet, and I just housed 3/4 of a DiGiorno in the past 10 minutes. So that was rough, but I was trying to hurry before I got over here. So let me move this up a little here. All right. Catch up on some of the messages I missed, though. I do see that Jesse noticed the Curse of Strahd being added, so yeah, that was fun. I see Widget responded. Hey, Brandon, almost missed the stream from a thunder. No way. Oh man, don't knock on computer screen. That doesn't come this way. Widget, I see that you say that you're trying pretty hard to get it. I do see that as well. Don't get your hopes up too much though for completing it anytime soon, because by the time you get there, I imagine we will have the locations being added. And Curse of Strahd, of all the expansions so far, the 3 of them, that one I think had the most locations being added, so you'll have to deal with that afterwards too. I wonder if we'll continue where we left off. We are going to continue where we left off. So kind of, I mean, not like per day, like moving on from there, but this is the continuance of where we were last time and what you're doing next. We have all decided to make hardcore mode in the campaign. One character dies, they are out. If everyone dies, we will start over the campaign. Sheesh. That's a lot of wasted years if so. Apparently Weather hates D&D campaigns, only digital ones. There are a lot of places. Yeah, it was like every chapter had its own place pretty much, and I noticed they were like 11 or something chapters. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of chapters being added. So that was one big update we talked about last time. We also have a little bit of a more D&D, more like Brandon more D&D update. So to add to my forever growing list of reasons why I'm busy with everything going on, I got a new job. So I have been doing the interviews for that and kind of stressing over that, but I officially have it. I'm going to be way closer to the home. For those of you that know me, you know that I work about 2 hours away. And so every day I'm driving there and back. And it's just unfeasible. So I am now going to be working about 10 minutes away. So way different. So yeah, I've just kind of been dealing with all of that. Like I had a background check and all this stuff going on recently. I got to get a physical now. So anyway, just a few more tasks popping up, but that's a big change in my life. So add that to the list. Thanks for all the congrats. Appreciate it. So that's one thing. There was one other thing that I was going to bring up. So I did finally, I don't know how long ago I put the video out of that little scenario that I put up with the electric conductors. I put that out months and months ago at this point. We finally in our campaign have gotten to that point. And so this past Saturday, we ran that, and it was super fun. I liked it a lot. There are a couple things that I would recommend now that I've actually run it. Number one, have your players roll the d20s for the conductors. That was way more fun because they were causing their own demise if it hit them. Number two, watch out for people with a flight, because I had it to where the conductors were 10 feet tall. The room was either 15 or 20, I don't remember. And one person did have flight, so it was crazy because the conductor would have hit them the most, but they were flying over everything. So that's number two. Number three, I know I talked about whether or not the lightning, if you get hit by it, was going to do either 1d10 or 2d10 damage. What I actually ended up doing was adding a d10 every round. So the first round, it was dealing 1d10, and then I described it as being a little bit stronger. Like you see the lightning almost arc a little bit heavier. It's got a wider bolt. And so every round, it was doing it. It took him 6 rounds to get out of there. So by the 6th round, it was dealing 6d10 damage if it hit them. And so it was funny to watch where they all were on the maps, and as they all rolled their d20s, trying to calculate where the lightning was going to be going before I would say it, and trying to figure out whether or not they were going to die. So it was a lot of fun, though. I'm a big fan. I will probably run that on here at some point. The only thing is that is designed for characters. I think I did it at level 10. It's either 10 or 11, and the 4 on here are currently level 5. So obviously I could always just change that for the scenario, but people seem to be enjoying the 4 characters we have right now. So, yeah, I will just keep this for now. We'll go from there. So that was my other update, is that we finally got to do that, which was a lot of fun. But from there, I don't think I have anything else as far as an update. Now, one other Eric Cochran mugs. So you're all over the place. So it actually they were using the, what do they call it? Artificer. They were using the Artificer, and one of the things that they can build is the boots or whatever that lets them fly for a couple hours or something. So they were using those. But one other fun thing, not necessarily an update, however, I'm probably going to be pushing what I've worked on over to Patreon, which for those of you on Patreon, I know I've been so behind on literally everything. But my son has been asking to play D&D for a very long time, and he likes watching the stream. And so yesterday, we had nothing going on really after I got home from work. My wife asked me if we could play with him because he had been asking all day yesterday. What's going on, Caleb? And so I said, yeah, let me go down and work on like a kid-friendly kind of character sheet thing. And, you know, that way it's easier for him to be able to count. So he's only 4 years old. He can count, but it's hard for him to add and see what's going on. So I made this character sheet, and hold on, I'll go get it so you can see it. All right, I don't know if the camera's going to let you see it or not. Yeah, of course it's not. Oh, you can see part of it there. Oh, no. It's okay. I'll pull it up digitally. So I have a pretty industrial printer that can print on 11 by 17 paper, which was plenty of room for me able to fit the important things. So let me share this screen. Also, sorry if it seems like I'm all over the place with, like, my belly. I really did house that pizza. All right. Click here. And I'll zoom out a little bit so we can get a look at it. I know it looks crowded. It's not when you actually... All right. So at the top, these are the 3 weapons that he's using as a turtle. But they... I'm going to have it to where those aren't like printed on the paper. Those are going to be separate things that you can print out and fill in how you want. But so these just give him an idea of what to use. And I put the dice that he rolls for the damage underneath of it visibly. So that way he can see what dice damage he's going to be rolling for it. And then you can see the health here. Or actually, I'll go down over here. He's got the speed. I'm using a lot of pictures so that way he doesn't have to read a lot because he can't really read yet. AC is 17. And then his initiative is -1. Now, for the saving throws and the skills, I did the six saving throws, but underneath I picked 6 important skills that I knew that he would like, but I also knew that a lot of kids would probably prefer to use. So, like, and I just kind of base everything around those 6 skills at that point. So, like, investigation and perception, I'll kind of bump those together. Persuasion and intimidation, I bump those together. My son, he loves to, like, track things down in the woods and all that, but also if they want to make a fire or do something outside, you've got survival. So I picked 6 important skills that I thought were pretty usable there. And again, most of these won't be typed. I'll actually just have it blank. Then on the health here, this is wide enough for you to use, like, little tokens for them to, if you say I do 5 damage, they move it 5 down the track there. And then down at the bottom, this was the big thing. So he would roll the dice and have a little token here that he would put on whatever number. Let's say he rolled a 12. And then he would know up top, okay, I need to add 6. And so he would be able to move that over 6 times. And then from there, underneath of this, I have a second section where I would put the AC of whoever it is he's trying to hit. I have another little token for the AC of whatever it is he's trying to hit. So if he goes past that, he knows that he hit the monster. And then just underneath of that, you see it shows him what the max of each dice is, how high that dice can go. So just a generic kids playing sheet that I put in front of him. He had a whole bunch of tokens he was moving around, and he got to play. And I have this video that is so funny. Lindsay, my wife, recorded it. He was so nervous that he was closing his eyes on. It was the very first hit. He hadn't even been hit yet, and this ogre came up and was going to hit him, and he looked like he was about to bawl in his seat. And just because he thought that if he got hit, that meant that he was done. And we had to tell him, like, buddy, it's okay. Like, you hit them, they hit you. It's a thing that happens. So, anyway, had a lot of fun with that, but I've got this kids character sheet here that prints really nice. I'll show you. Oops. Yeah, so you can see that on the page there prints really nice and gives him something to work with. So, anyway, that's that. All right. Kayla, heck yeah, playing with the family, so much fun. Yeah, no, I had a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. Y'all talking about air cockroaches. Yeah, I saw your note in there, Kayla. I hadn't gotten a chance to get to it yet. D&D Master growing in the new generation. I hope so, man. He seems to love it. He has asked me nonstop to play again today. I was like, buddy, I just don't have time. I can't even play with Mommy and our crew. But luckily it'll be easier for him since he's here all the time, obviously. DiGiorno's a rookie level. Come to me after a dollar. I'm with you. It's more the fact that I housed 3/4 of it in about 8 minutes. That's what's fighting back here. Hey, if a kid can read and understand this, you did a good job. Hey, I'm trying. We'll see. Domino's, come on. Come to me after Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, too much sauce. It might be I hate sauce, in my opinion. So I get light sauce everything. So Pizza Hut, awful. Way too much sauce. Hot take, I know. Way ahead of you, Caleb. DJ, that is cool. You should share that too for others to have kids in Patreon. Yeah. So that it's not even going to be something like you pay for. I'm just going to offer that out to the ether once I finish getting it honed in, because I totally support getting all the kids in. I love it. So if this actually helps somebody do that, I'm all for it. All right, let's get into it. So, of course he wants to play as a guy. My son turned 6 and I told him I'll run one. That kid's character sheet is going to be a game changer. Yeah, so the only problem, like I said, is I made it on an 11 by 17 piece of paper. Now if you go to an office or you go to any kind of business, most of them have printers that will print that out. So that would be a good place to do it. I needed the extra space for him to fit all the stuff that I wanted and have him not being able to like go up too close to it. Like I want him to be able to see it. So that is the one caveat, is it prints on 11 by 17. You could probably get it printed at like Office Depot and stuff too. But other than that, I'll have a whole bunch of stuff you can like put on there for them if you want to change it, and you'll be able to edit it how you want. So, hey, there are printer shops available nowhere. Yeah, exactly. So you could use like Staples or whatever print shops near you. You could shrink to fit it. So 11 by 17 is scalable down to 8.5 by 11. It's literally two 8.5 by 11 sheets. So you could. It's just going to get a little tiny, I think, for them to play with. Plus, I can laminate the dang thing. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely laminate it. Play with it forever. So, all right. Enough about myself. Sorry about that. Let's get into your 4 characters. Now, a reminder to everybody that's here, you can access the character sheets for the 4 characters that are in this campaign that we're doing here digitally. You can access the character sheets down below in the description. You can also access the room that we'll be playing in. You can access that to see the map however you want to see it. And you can access the initiative tracker, so that way you can see who's up next, whose turn it is, and kind of get a good idea of that. So, all right, last we left off, you guys had just completed a quest put forth by the town of Heroes Haven to go out and help a man by the name of Fred, who was running a shop named Fredable Arrangements. He had been having a little bit of an issue with his neighbor, who seemingly changed over the past week or two, a few weeks, because he had made a deal to purchase some of the land from his neighbor, a farmer, and it was kosher. Everything was good. He made a deal, said, yeah, I'm going to be setting up shop here, and the farmer was excited about the money. Things changed over the past few weeks. For some reason, the farmer was getting aggravated, was coming over and causing mayhem, was kind of stealing some stuff, and just doing stuff that would get on his nerves, and finally had threatened to kill the man with his own bow. And that was what caused him to reach out to Heroes Haven. Now, upon arrival, you got to speak with Fred first, and turns out this was a very shrewd, nasty business owner who was already angry that it took you really not that much time to get there in the first place. Wasn't sure what he was paying you for. But you had a job to do, so you went over and you talked to the farmer. And as you spoke to the farmer put up some really good points as to why he had done the things he had done, why he had stole from Fred, because it sounded like the deal hadn't been kept up on Fred's end. And so he had stolen food to provide for his kids because Fred was making it hard to do so. He had stolen the bow in the first place to start hunting so he could provide his own food. He had stolen the wine as a drink, and he had stolen the leather or the fur coat for his kids to keep them warm because he couldn't pay for the oil anymore because Fred was taking all the business. So you went to do a little investigation between the two, And at a certain point, you started to do a little bit of sneaking and investigating around this farmer's house. And upon getting to his bedroom window, you noticed what looked to be the outside of a pool of blood, maybe, coming from underneath the bed. So in seeing that, you decided to sneak into the bedroom, and upon looking under the bed, you saw what looked to be the farmer that you had been talking to, but he had been dead, his body mangled and just decrepit and nasty at that point. And as soon as you saw that, what now appeared to be an Oni made himself visible and attacked. So you spent, the next, 30 seconds in real time, because that's what D&D does. You spent 30 seconds fighting this Oni and killing it. And you went back to Fred, told him everything was taken care of. He is trying to take credit for what had happened, for hiring you in the first place, but you did manage to bring the head of the Oni over to the guards and let them know what you'd done. And you did give them your name as a group. Does anybody remember what that name is? Because I'll be honest with you, I do forget. I could go back and watch. I thought I had typed it, but I didn't. So if you end up remembering what the name was that you gave to the guards for your group, let me know. The Raging Bulls. That's right. That's right. And so you also made sure to drop the bow back off at Fred's. So at this point now, you have traveled back to Heroes Haven. You took a few days to travel back, and you are going to be grabbing another quest. Now, what I will ask of you while you are back in town is, now you are starting to make a bit of gold, and I will say collectively, so Captain Amal has 516 gold pieces, Walson has 458, Lenka has 558, and Damien has 485. So now that you're back in Heroes Haven, which is a place that has a blacksmith, it has a magic shop, it's Spencer's Wondrous Items. So he's got some magic items in there, some potions and such. Is there, and there's a library. Is there something that you would like to do before heading off on a next quest? In the meantime, I'll catch up on some chats that I missed here. Dry Rapes, Markers, love it. Still hate Fred. Oh yeah, Fred's a jerk. I'd still keep the tokens. My son loves having things to fidget and move. Major hands-on learner. Totally agree. A jerk, but still a victim. Even though the farmer was actually a monster, he was such a bad guy and thought he was an illusion. Tag shapeshifters. Fred the Dead sounds like a good name for him. The Red Bulls from Heroes Haven. Team Red. I do like the Red Bulls. Sorry, Jesse, not outside of the place we can't talk about. Walson will donate half to charity. Spending time. Oh, gods, it's a shopping session. Potions and stronger weapons. Okay, so then what I will do in the meantime is I will, for those of you that have not used it before, there is a magic shop generator online called 5e Magic Shop. I use it quite often. Let me switch over to here. And let's see. I need generator magic shop. What's happening here? Why is this not? Is that what? Oh, there we go. It was that pop-up. Give me a hard time. Okay, so we're gonna set up a little bit of a shop here to give you some random items to be able to choose from. So we'll say mundane items. We'll put up 5 mundane items. Common items, we're going to put up 4. Uncommon items, we'll do 3. Rare items, we'll also do 3. Very rare, 1, and legendary, 1. And we're going to add potions of healing to the result, which actually, so I will turn this to 6 because it usually makes a few of those. All right, and we'll just generate. So here are the items. It's Spencer's Wondrous Items. So I will fix this. 1 second. So that way you can see. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. We're going to zoom in a little. No! Windows 10, you slay me. All right. So, oh, I guess I'll show you the price too, huh? Because they make things pretty expensive in here. All right. We have That website definitely doesn't contain any malware, maybe. It'd be cool if we check out a video or something that could explain Spencer's and some other buildings in Heroes Haven. I'll have you know, I've had the video recorded for Spencer's specifically for... I didn't do Spencer's yet, right? No. I didn't do Spencer's yet. I can't remember which one I did. Whatever the most recent video I was working on, I've had the videos recorded for that for like 2 months and ended up going back and hating everything I recorded for that and deleted it anyway. So I have 2 more vacation weekends. This coming weekend, I'm going on a bachelor party, and the following weekend, I will be camping. After that, my vacations are done. My new job starts. Also, I'm off every other Friday for my new job. So hopefully, I will have some more time finally to get more videos out there. So for those of you that don't know, you walk into Spencer's, and this is the local magic shop in Heroes Haven. And how it works is there are so many... Brandon, what's going on? There are so many... Bachelor party, but you're married. Yeah, it's not my bachelor party. I'm going on my friend's bachelor party. Oh, no, DJ would stick to it, by the way. And the fact that I haven't put out a video in so long is wild. And what's also wild is I just hit 1,200 subscribers on YouTube. So shout out to the people still subscribing. I don't know if that's because of the lives or what, but crazy. So... Spencer's, you walk in. This is a magic shop that you can go in and not only buy magic items from, but you can sell magic items too. And because this is a town of quests for heroes, there is a constant flux of magic items coming in and going out as people complete quests, bring back magic items that they either don't need or replace the ones they had and sell those to the shop. So it makes sense, if you're ever running Heroes Haven, to have a new shop pretty much every time because you have heroes selling stuff and buying stuff consistently. So, every time I come on here and I make a new shop. So, we'll start off here with the chain shirt armor of resistance, worth 6,000. You can't buy it anyway. It's too expensive. The Great Club of Warning. I don't know why that is 60,000 gold. That is way too much. Walson will walk up to the cashier. Do the profits go to charity? So, you walk up to an elven man by the name of Spencer, is his name. No, we don't really donate any gold to charity here. Most of this goes straight into the town and running it as a business. Now we have the hide armor of resistance, too expensive, horn, longbow, potion of greater healing, 150, so that's something you could buy. Potion of superior healing and supreme healing. So, quick look at those if that's something of interest for potions of healing there. The Rapier of Warning. I don't know why these are so expensive. The of Warnings are so expensive. Scroll of Chill Touch, Scimitar, Scroll of Comprehend Languages. All right, I'll have to leave out. I had never added those mundane items before. I usually left those out. I'll have to leave those out next time because that's all stuff that you'd find in the blacksmith. Capitalism. Scroll of Conjure Animals. Lots of scrolls here. Scroll of Mass Heal. Staff of Striking, and the Vicious Whip. So the Vicious Whip is probably the only thing you could afford. Let's see what the Vicious Whip does. Alright, when you roll a 20 on your attack with this magic weapon, the target takes an extra 7 damage of the weapon's type. So with the whip, it would obviously be... As soon as I find it. Did I scroll past it already? There it is. Slashing. Healing is healing. What's the difference? Alright, so that's probably the only things you would really be able to afford, is the Vicious Whip and the Potions of Healing. So, does anyone have any interest of purchasing the whip or any of the potions? You can try, sure. So, you are now talking to the elf, who has brought up several of the potions here, and the Vicious Whip. So if anyone would like to buy anything, like I said, you have 516 gold as Captain Amal. You have 458 as Walson, 558 as Lenka, and 485 as Damien. $225 for the whip. Okay, first roll of the night. Let's go ahead and let's get a D20 in there for a persuasion from who are you trying to... Who is saying this? Who wants the whip? Who's trying to get the whip? I don't quite think it's going to matter. That's a bit low for the whip. we had to pay the adventurer quite the hefty price for it. We actually paid a bit more than that to obtain it ourselves. So we do tend to price the items relatively on the lower side because we want to keep our adventurers happy here and keep them equipped for the quests that we put forth. But, you know, I'm not saying we wouldn't be willing to barter, but this specific item we did manage to price pretty reasonably at 352 gold pieces. Could you explain the difference between the healings? Sure, I could do that. So, between these 3 healing bottles here, each one's going to make you feel a bit better than the previous. So, with this potion of greater healing, and he holds it up, he's like, you'll feel, you know, a few of your wounds start to heal up. You might see a bruise disappear. With this potion of superior healing, quite a few of your wounds will start to heal, and you might even feel some of the internal bruising from any forceful attacks that you may have withstood start to feel a bit better as well. And with this potion of supreme healing, you'll see almost all of your wounds disappear. On top of, you'll see all of the bruises go away, and it's going to make your teeth a little whiter. Yeah, that's a little bit of a magic thing you can expect from this potion here. 320, my final offer. Caleb, go ahead and roll another d20 for that. We'll see what this d20 gets. If it's a little higher than 5, maybe you can get it this time. Do we get a discount? Says Cap is a Cap. No, you got these. You're in Heroes Haven. These guys are used to all the adventuring parties. So 19. All right, 320 it is. So got to remember the teeth whitening properties for my next game. It's canon now. Potions of supreme healing make shiny teeth. Chip Skylark pops out and just brushes your teeth for you real quick. So yeah, military discounts don't exist yet. So he goes for 320 with a roll of 19. He will sell you the whip for 320. So who is spending the money for the whip? Says Walson. Okay, Walson bought. You said belt. I think, so did Walson buy the whip? I'll start there. And then I see 2 graders and 1 normal. Was there a normal one here? If not, there should be. So the normal ones are 50. 50. Alright, so Walson buys the whip for 320. Alright. And now I will say that on hand they have 3 regular healing potions and then 1 of the other ones. 1 of each of the others. But he also wanted a new belt. Got it. Yeah, he ties the whip around his waist. Who's the richest? So Captain Amal would be the well, no, Lenka is the richest with 558. Captain Amal right behind him with 516, and then Damien with 485. Walson had 458, but he just spent 320. But he's got a sweet whip. Lenka's paying. All right, so 150, and then are you, 2 of the normal ones. So that would be 250 total for 2 normal healing potions and a greater potion of greater healing. Does that sound good? I'll start a poll just to make sure everyone's okay with it. 250 for 3 healing potions? Question mark. All right, vote away. All right, I see some yeses coming in. All right, 4 votes yes, that is significant. All right, so with that, you buy the whip of... Or the Vicious Whip, sorry. Vicious Whip. And then we have a healing potion. A healing potion. And a potion of greater healing. Alright. We need a gold horn of Valhalla. What does the horn do? Did you see one on here? Was there a horn? For future reference, what type of action do you consider drinking a potion? Oh, good question. Good question. So, I like a lot the homebrew that you can use a bonus action to use a healing potion, or you can use your action and take the max healing from a healing potion. To give someone else the healing potion is an action, and it will be rolling for it. Giving it to someone else that's unconscious is a little different than doing it yourself. And, oh, there was a regular horn. Got it. Oh, got it. I see it now. Got it. So the whip, I will bring up the whip one more time. So, okay, got it. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, the target takes an extra 7 damage. So you get your bonus for the critical hit, and then you get to add an additional 7. Alright. So, I could have hid this the whole time. What a clown. What a clown. Alright, so, let's get into it. So, you spend your money, guessing since we're in Heroes Haven, it would be a bad idea to try to steal something. I mean... No, DM dies. Night Owl, what's going on? Good to see you. It would probably be a bad idea and would get you kicked out of quests. I mean, I guess I wouldn't stop you, but the DM was protection. Alright, so, with that, you head over to the town hall and you meet Craig once more, and you look at the quests on the wall and you see... Well, I'm so glad that Nightbot loves to give us 20s. You see on the board a quest that sticks out to you as worthy of doing. So let me go ahead and pull this out real quick. Yeah, is this one? Component Collection 2. So the title of the quest is Component Collection 2. And the description for the quest says, Chandler Vandran is requesting the help of an adventuring party to obtain a component needed for something he's concocting. He has asked for the wings of a young blue dragon. I think I put heart in the description by accident. He's asked for the wings of a young blue dragon. The material can be brought to Craig in Heroes Haven, who will have it delivered to Chandler. You can view the quest on Craigslist. That's actually specifically what it says on top of it. It's called Craigslist. And if you head over to the inn, the LinkedIn specifically, inside of there, there's a list that his wife, Angie, puts up for all the different people you can hire to come build your home and fix your carts and stuff. So you can always check out Angie's list for a contractor to come do some work on your stuff for you. So, yep, he's asking for you to go collect some wings. And so with that, your party, brings it to Craig, lets him know you're going to be accepting this quest. And at that point, you head over to the library and you find a little bit of information on some recent spottings of some adventurers and some other news that's coming in. So you find that there have been a few farmers complaining of a disappearance of their livestock to the east of Everesca. And then there are reports of wagons not arriving at their destinations nearby. There have been reportings of lightning strikes in the hills on cloudless nights. And then there was a child of a farmer that claims to have spotted a dragon one evening, but says it was smaller than he imagined it would be. So with that, you get the sense that it hides somewhere off to the east near the near the hills in east of Everesca. So your party heads off. These reference puns always bring joy to my Dato card. I'm not fighting a dragon. What else you got? I would let you do that, except for the fact that I have to prepare all these a lot before the the night, so I don't have any other ones prepared. Rip. So you end up heading that way, and you speak to some of the people in Everesca there, and you find out that he's actually been traveling there from just on the edge of the Anarok Desert. So you buy some cookies on your way out. So you head over to the Anarok, and you spend a little bit of time looking for signs of this dragon, hoping that it's a young blue dragon, which you're getting the sneaking suspicion that it is. And after about a half a day circling around, looking for some sign of this being, you see what looks to be the entrance of a cave on the side of one of the taller, rocky hillside mountains on the edge of the Anarok. And so with that, we will open up the map here. Now, once again, let me switch the music. We'll go here. Now, with that, you walk up, just kind of taking your time, and you get on the outside of this sandy, rocky mountain. You don't really see anything except for a whole bunch of bones just on the outside of this cavern. And so from here, I will ask you what it is you would like to do. Please keep all heads, arms, and legs inside the train at all times. Got to go for a while. See you guys soon. I'm going to eat. I get that, Turtle. Hopefully, see you later, Turtle. Chugga chugga choo choo. The map is a banana. Sure is. So, eat your cookies in peace. What would you like to do? Watch out for Caconians. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Or an investigation check. We'll say investigation as you're looking for footprints and such. No, I would attack from afar. 6. All right, so with Lenka's investigation being a +7, with a 13, you... Oblivious. So, Lenka kind of doesn't get too close, but starts perusing up next to it here, looking for tracks, and you don't really see any signs of track marks anywhere. Human claw marks, anything of the such. Do we have like an archer? Yeah, so Damien, this guy back here is a rogue, and he shoots his bow pretty much every time. The Caconians and Bananites are listening. Oh, I don't know what's going on. So, Lenka goes up, turns around. Oh, it seems to be clear of footprints. One second. Is that a cave? It is a cave, yes. So you're kind of near the mouth of this cave here, a little to the side. Joke from the live stream, making the island, the giant trees, and the banana people. It's funny, I didn't catch it with your original Caconians, but I caught it with Caleb's Bananites. I did forget about it. What does the air smell like? Go ahead and roll a perception as you just kind of try to get a whiff. I thought our players were monsters. Nope, not monsters. I say we walk the night in the cave. Okay? And then Night Owl is saying to, once you kind of do a little bit of a perception check, we'll say with Cap, as he's up front with the 6. It's a very dry desert, but it's a little bit windy. He's not getting much of a much of a sense of anything different outside of the cave. Not even really like a crazy rancid smell from anything dead or anything like that. So Cat will say, yeah, I don't really smell anything else either. I can go check it out if you guys want. So do we want Cap checking out the beginning of the cave, the entrance of the cave? What does the air taste like? He went through all his senses. He unfortunately didn't get any kind of crazy sense from the air. Either Cap's a meat shield or Damien is a sneaky fella. Okay, so I will put up a poll. Damien or Captain entering. Yeah, I would say have the nightstand at the entrance of the cave to look in it. Okay. Oh, I said yeah. My fault. I forgot to change the answers to Damien or Cap. I made it. All right. So Sneaker Scout ahead. You guys here. Cap's the meat shield. Damien is a sneaky fella. I'm thinking. So collectively, it seems like maybe just have Cap go up and just check the entrance of the tunnel to start off. All right, yeah, sounds right. Sounds good. And examine the bones. Okay. So, as he kind of maneuvers up front a little bit to go check out the bones, he gets about here. Go ahead and roll an investigation check as you're kind of searching through things, walking up to the cave. It is a D20, yes. Yep. It's going to be a night. So I see the YouTube one come in first. With that, Nat 1, as Captain Amal goes up, he's a little nervous about what's inside the cave. He's not really paying attention to the bones yet as he gets up to the entrance. And as he does so, the entire ground below him gives way as a trap, a pit just falls below him down. I think it's 20 feet. Yep, 20 feet. So he's going to get 2d6 damage as he falls into the pit, which was a 1 over there and a 4 over here. So 5 bludgeoning damage to Captain Amal as he hits the ground. Ugh! And now he's at the bottom of this 20-foot hole just in front of this cave, and he was not quiet about it. Like, oh, where'd you go, Cap? You all right? 5 damage, is that a lot? So his max HP is 44. So now he's at 39 of 44. Sadly, no one knows it. Yeah, feather fall, unfortunately. I don't think, unless... I'm guessing you checked widget. That's why you said that. Yeah, I don't think either one has it. Nope. Nor. Do we have a rope? Yeah, you do. I forget who has it, but collectively one of you has the rope to drop down. And so we'll just say Lenka, who happened to be closest, has 50 foot of rope on him. Move the mage to the noise. All right. And so, yeah, he's the one that has the rope anyway. So he'll kind of... Oops. He will move up here. Hey, you all right down there? And he's going to toss the rope out. Hits the bottom of the thing, and he starts tying it to one of the little rocks that are up there. And from there, he's gonna start. The cap's gonna start pulling himself out, and with some assistance from the wizard, I'll say it wasn't too hard to get out. Cap's good at this stuff anyway. So he takes that damage, but now there's a big hole. And I think, did I still have the props on here, or did I get rid of them? I do have them. It looks like fire, but it's not fire. It's just gonna signify where the hole was. And now he gets out and he's here. All right. I have a plan with the maid. So now that he has fallen into this hole and is out, what is it you would like the group to do? Is there another trap? So go ahead and roll an investigation check, this time with assistance from Lenka, to see if there are any other traps. I got a 10 over on Twitch. And we'll get one more D20. I see Jesse rolled it. A 7. So with a 10 plus 7, 17. As Cap's kind of still dusting himself off, looking around. Lenka kind of helps him out, peruses around some of the sandy dirt area, and doesn't see anything. Doesn't look like there's any other traps anywhere. Lenka push Captain out by shooting a fireball underneath him. Such an off night. Yeah, unfortunately, Nightbot is not having it. But with that, I see, if not, have him go to the other side and enter the cave. So, I mean, I imagine at this point, these two would at least come up here to examine some stuff as well. And from there, Cap's going to go around and just kind of position himself at the mouth of the cave. Now, from here, he is able to see that up ahead, the cave looks to turn and go up north. That's much more of a barbecue pit at that point. So go ahead and roll a perception check with Captain Amal. Can the mage walk in front of the cave and shoot a spell in the cave? One, to see if there's anything in the cave, and if there is, do some damage. Sure. I mean, that's... if everyone else would like to have him do that, I mean, you definitely have some cantrips you could use if you didn't want to use a spell slot. You could use... Well, you got poison spray. You might have to use a first level spell to get it in there. 19. So... with a perception check of 19 plus 1, 20. Looking through the cave, it's dark. It's very dark. And so as humans, you all collectively are going to have a very hard time seeing. And that is my fault. I did not mean to make these characters human in the beginning. I did mention that when we did it. So, see you later, Caleb. Thanks for hanging out. But I'm just going to say that it's dim light, so that way we don't have to worry about that, because these weren't all supposed to be humans. So as Captain Amal peers in there with the perception check of 20, you see the big rock in front of you, and you see that the cave curves off to the right. Other than that, there's not much else to see, except for along the walls, it's almost shiny. And as Captain Amal takes a better look at the wall and starts to, kind of discern what it is that's reflecting some of the light from outside back out, he notices that some of the rock is almost glassed over, which is pretty much typically a sure sign of some kind of lightning that struck it. Wait, what's a spell slot? So you can only use spells a certain amount of times. The lower the spell is it uses a lower spell slot. It's considered like this, like bullets. You have so many bullets you can use. So lower spells you can do a few more times. Upper spells you can only do a couple times. I don't have depression. I'm just edgy. It's the dragon's intestines. This is just one big dragon intestine. That'd be kind of cool. So what is it you would like to do now? As Cap is on the other side of this cave, and the others are back where the trap was. It's like MP, maybe. I'm not sure what MP is. And while you decide what to do real quick, I'm going to grab a quick drink. All right, start moving the rest of the party in front of the cave, and then sneaky on roguely check out the cave with Captain close by. Okay, I like it. Those are some pretty detailed instructions. So the rest of them come over, and the rogue is going to kind of take the lead here, and the others are going to trail a little behind with Cap trailing a little bit closer. So go ahead and roll a stealth check with advantage. Yeah, with advantage, it's fine. I almost want to say with disadvantage because there's so many of you. But I'm going to say with advantage because it's just the two walking up. They can kind of help each other out. I see a 6. And we'll need one more D20. Someone besides me. Yeah, Nightbot is being hecka rude right now. 4. So 6 plus 10 for the rogue. So as the two of them sneak up here to the corner to kind of peer around, and these two just kind of stay towards the entrance a little bit. They look around the corner, and you see what looks to be... Oh gosh, too far. Oh gosh. Sorry for the confusion there. I would like to go one closer, but it keeps doing that. You see what looks to be this chamber, if you will, just filled with bones. Just the entire room of the floor. You see these big rocks on the back with one big flatter one that seems to kind of be the main almost rock in the room. You start to get the sense that most likely whatever's in here probably perches on that to do all of the eating and whatever it is doing here. But you also notice that now not only is the wall kind of glassed over, but the floor is glassed over as well. And you see char marks all over the place. What, nobody want to pull a Leroy Jenkins? No, sir. Any dragon-like noises? Go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage as the two of you are listening. Sounds terrifying. Is this a rock elemental? Good question. So with the perception checks, we'll consider that as a thought. So I need 2 D20s. I see Jesse giving it the old college try. 9. Nat 20 over on Twitch. Night Owl comes in with the save with a nat 20. So with a nat 20 and a perception from probably Damien is the higher one, I imagine. Nope. From Captain Mall. So 21. You don't hear any dragon noises, dragon growls, dragon breaths, anything of importance, if you will. You do hear just the general kind of howling of a cave. But you also, peering at those rocks with that high roll, I mean, you'll never be totally 100% certain, but most of those rocks look like they're covered in some kind of way that, you know, if it was an earth elemental, it'd be a really weird spot for it to be in because it'd be like under other rocks, and, you know, it just seems like there's probably not an earth elemental in here. I'm glad I didn't put in the action. So what is it you would like your party to do now? I should have changed my background to like a desert. I think I can intensify the music here a little bit. So watch this. If you don't ever use this app, you can change the intensity. I'm trying to do this backwards. So now you should hear it get more intense. Yeah. Like the music stays the same, but it literally changes the intensity of the music. Pretty crazy. Tell America to nuke it. Yeah, for real. Captain, it's either deeper in or it's out hunting. If it's the latter, we can set up an ambush. Let's continue on to be sure. All right. So he kind of whispers back to the other two, hey, come on, we're going to move forward. And so the four of you begin moving on. And so we're going to keep the stealth check of 17 as you go. All right. Hey, Shah, how you doing? Of course you can. You can join in with everybody. You tell me what you want to happen. So, absolutely. So as your party reaches the corner here, Damien is going to peer around the corner. And as he does so, he sees a massive wall of rocks. So this tunnel is roughly 40 feet tall. It's kind of narrow, but it's very tall. The wall of rocks reaches up about 30 feet. Do I have a character? Mine or yours? So we actually have 4 characters. And if you look down in the description, there is a link to a Google Drive that has all 4 character sheets. And so if you know already how the characters typically run, we have a rogue, a fighter, a wizard, and a cleric. And you can kind of just ask me, what they have, or if you want to try and do something. I kind of can just say, okay, the best person to do this would be blank, and they do it. So totally up to you, but below is also a link to the map if you'd like to get a better look at the map. And there's also a link to the initiative tracker whenever we get to that point. Hey, Shaw, come in here and roll better numbers. Yeah, and if you could roll way better numbers than they are, that would probably be greatly appreciated from them. We're sort of high-minded the characters, so feel free to add input ideas anytime. Absolutely, yep. Can we break the rocks? What weapon does the fighter have? So go ahead and roll a perception check. I'll say with advantage as Damien kind of turns around. He's like, hey, come check this out. And Cap is going to, he's going to walk up and kind of peer around. So collectively, go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage. So 7 over there on Twitch. Let's get a YouTube one, see if that helps. And Shah, to roll dice in the chat, you just put an exclamation point and then D, whatever number we're trying to roll. So in this instance, 20. 16. And with a perception check from Cat being +1, that's a 17. So with the 17, he's the one with the weapons anyway. He looks at the rocks, and they are massive boulders, just stacked high. I mean, they're not like 20 foot in diameter themselves. They're probably like a good 5 to 8 feet in diameter, but still very, very large rocks. Something that he knows he won't be able to break himself with weapons or anything like that. But with that perception, he does see there's quite a few handholds for him to be able to climb up that, if you so choose. So now you have Captain Amal, which I thought that, hold on. I usually will put the name, or I had started putting the names of these guys in. Captain Amal, Damien, so that way you guys can remember who's who, or if you don't know who's who, you can see it on here. Lenka, I don't remember Lenka's name, Montcora, and Walson, Sir Walson Besseter. Walson Besseter, I think that's how I spelled it. If not, I'll worry about it later. All right. So, climb and scan. What do my elf eyes see? Oh, yeah, climb it. All right. So, yeah, he can be an elf. Because, like I said, I didn't want him to be human anyway. All right. So, go ahead and roll. As Cap tries to go up this, we're going to do just a generic athletics check to get up here. I'm not going to do one every 10 feet or anything like that. These are pretty big boulders, so we're just going to do a generic athletics check to get up. All right, we got a D20. Nat 20! Jesse's came in quick. There we go. With ease. And so as Cap flies up this stack of boulders here, with the Nat 20, I'll say he even manages to turn around and help Damien get up to as far as you would like him to go. He does not have to go all the way up. We'll say, for now, I'll just say he stays just below the top, and then if you want him to pop up, he can. But he helps him get up there. Cap gets up and is able to peer over the edge, and from there, he is able to see what looks to be a massive room here with a massive stack of boulders in the center. And you would assume that if this were a house, this is like the living room. You know what I mean? This is the main area with, you've got the entrance that you're at right now, which is kind of like a big 10-foot hole to get in and out. This is the primary area. Go ahead and roll we'll roll a perception check here as Cap kind of scans the area. Moving further into the upper intestine. With an 11 plus 1. So as he looks around, you don't see really anything. You just see a lot of rocks, a lot of boulders. But it looks to definitely be where the main area of the cavern would be. And so with that, what is it you would like your group to do? There we go. That was better. Use the rope. Okay. So we'll say Cap has rope too. So he's, yeah, I need the fighter to help everyone over the boulder. Yep. No, so perfect. So Cap will take out his rope. Lenka has already put his away in his own pocket. So Cap will take out his 50 feet of rope, drop it down the side of the boulder, and kind of tie it off to one of the boulders up top. Go ahead and just roll a sleight of hand check for me as Cap tries to tie this rope down to a boulder up top. Oh, up and over both sides. Okay, so he's going to drop it down on both sides, and he's going to kind of like loop the middle and tighten it along one of the boulders up top. Oh, too many exclamations, Jesse. I think I'm starting to get this D&D thing, even though you're a great DM. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's you're just telling a story. That's all you're doing. So a 9, and I'll say with help from Damien. Yeah, it's funny, Widget. I was thinking the same thing. So sleight of hand from Damien is a plus 10. So it's a 19 as Cap pulls out the rope and starts imagining how he's going to tie this on, looking a little confused. Damien's like, I'll take this one, buddy. And he just kind of whips up this loop, ties it around, and has Cap kind of help him pull it real tight. And so they have a rope going up and down. And at that point, Lenka and Walson kind of hear the rope fall down to the bottom of the... You're doing it wrong together. I like to imagine Cap like just kind of tied something on there, and then Damien immediately just undid everything and redid everything. But at that point, the others are right there at the bottom with the rope, and I won't have you roll to climb up with the assistance of the rope. Just for fun of it, I want the fighter to pick on the other two people for standing so far back in the caves. Hey, are you guys coming? Or, you want us to take care of this? And, oh, all right, I'm coming. I just thought we had a plan for me to stay back here. But, here we go. And he's going to start pulling up the rope and getting up to the top. And you watch as he's just like, hoop, 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 hoop. And Lenka just kind of shakes his head and starts pulling himself up. So at this point, the four of you are pretty much at the top, if not like right at the top, waiting to kind of kick over. So what is it you would like the party to do from here? Can we get a second opinion from Walson on what he sees? First off, Dino, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Yeah, of course you can. So let's get another perception check as Walson kind of pops up the top and peeks his head over. So let's get another D20 roll, please. God, what's the point of even having a cleric if you're not even going to be here? So let me get another perception. D20. 4. So with a 4, and I think he's got +4. Yeah, so with an 8, he's going to peer around the top, and he's going to oh, looks like the coast is clear. And I see Jesse said, let's move to the other side. So let's get another stealth check, I'll say with advantage, as each of you are kind of helping yourselves, helping each other down the hill here. So let's do a stealth check as they try to climb down. 16 over on Twitch. And we'll get another one just because. But with the 16, and we would obviously take Damien's +10, 26. Easy enough as Damien pretty much just like manages the rope the whole time in a way that even if they start to slip a little bit, he lets go a little bit to kind of make their momentum and their body go with the fall to a point to where everyone reaches the bottom and just kind of makes no noise whatsoever. Are you having, actually, I'll start with, are you having everyone go down? Are all 4 people going down, or is anyone staying up top? Hey, Jesse, you're not meant to yell when you're being stealthy. Because we can have all of them go down. I imagine Cap would obviously go down. He was up here helping with the rope. I imagine Walson would probably go down. And it's up to you if you want, like... Yeah, I thought it was Widget is the funny part. I assumed he was talking about the on belay. Do you want Lenka and Damien to both go down as well? Or are they staying up top? Forgot my parentheses. Search the rocks for any hidden items because they look like they're in a weird formation. Ooh, I like that. I would say yeah, but I also like having a high ground with a spellcaster. So have Damien go down and leave the wizard up there? Is that what I'm hearing? And we'll have them start searching the rocks? All right. So with that, Damien, the 3 of you on the bottom would kind of look at each other, and Walson would be like, all right, do you think we might be able to check out those rocks over there? Might be something tucked inside. And Captain Amal is going to look over and be like, I mean, it might be worth checking. And so Damien will kind of move past the other 2. And he's going to come over here. And he's going to start investigating in between the rocks. So, I need... the first one is going to be an investigation check. So I need a D20 for an investigation. Then I need 2 D20s for kind of a perception check as the other 2 stand behind and kind of keep an eye out. And they'll be at advantage. So with the 19 from Night Owl over there on Twitch, with a 19 plus, I think his investigation's +7. Or no, +1. That's right. It would be the wizard's +7. 20. As he kind of maneuvers through all of the rocks, he's finding little bones here and there, and he's managing to kind of move through just a couple bones. But what he's noticing is that there isn't that many bones. It definitely seems like there isn't much eating that happens here. This is definitely just an empty-ish room with a bunch of really big rocks. So he doesn't find anything. But we do need one more D20. I see Jesse rolled a 5 over there, but you get advantage with these perception checks, as the two of them are kind of keeping an eye out for the room while he's maneuvering through the big rocks. So once we get one more D20, we'll see. Mom said no eating on the couch, poor dragon. So with an 11, and I think Walson had the perception. It's +4, I think. Yep. So 15. Now I'm just gonna do, you know, it don't really, no reason at all. I'm just gonna roll a D20 myself. If it'll ever pop up. Nightbot, taking your time here, I see. Should have done it over on Twitch. 18. Okay. That's an 18. All right. Suddenly, that name is random. Subtlety, that name is random. All right. So with that, he doesn't find anything in the rocks. So what is it you would like them to do now? Should we spread out through the cavern? Sure, if you would like to. As Damien pops out from in the rocks, he's like, I got nothing here. Are there other tunnels? There is one tunnel to the top here, and one tunnel to the bottom left here. Have the cleric pray to their god and have their god give us superpowers. Unfortunately, you don't start to get anything good like that until higher levels. What's it called? Is ask any question. I don't think he gets that till later on, but which one goes? Which one goes to the stomach? Divine intervention is what I was thinking of, by the way. We haven't read the pamphlet enough to get good goodies. God goodies. So, yeah, I mean, they can start to spread out. All right. So as Cap goes to move, he hears this deep guttural growl from around the corner as immediately this dragon comes flying out around the corner here. As he was perched behind the wall, waiting for basically you to show yourself. And from there, we will go ahead and roll initiatives. But additionally, we are going to have something occur at initiative 20. So, with that, so here's another thing. If you haven't used this pocket bard, oh, come on, just show that button right. Oh, I can't do it. Anyway, it's a combat button. The second I hit it, it goes into combat. It's not very loud, though. Is that, like, super quiet for you guys, too? I don't know why it's so quiet. Huh. Anyway. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up the battle stuff here. All right. And all right, so Captain Amal will be the first number, which is a 5. And he gets 2. So, there. Damien will be the next one. Gets an 8. And he gets +4. Alright. Lenka. I gotta get in here and fix this some point. Oh, Twitch over with a 19. +2. And then Walson, I need one more. With a 6. -2. Well, it should be -1, not -2. Okay. Oof. Some rough numbers here. But with that, Lenka does get to start. So do I just roll my dice and comment the result? I really don't mind. If you guys just say numbers on here, it's your game, so it's not going to hurt my feelings. But we do have the, if you want everyone to see and believe what you're rolling, we have Nightbot on here that will roll for you. So you just put an exclamation point, and then the D, whatever it is you're trying to roll. So if you're trying to roll a D6, or a D8, or a D12, whatever it is, you just put the exclamation point first, and then you'll get a number in here. We also have certain spells that you can type in with the exclamation point first, and it'll roll all the dice for that spell. So, but with that, we have Lenka up first. So now Lenka in the, actually, when is he going? No, at initiative 20. 1 second. Hold on. He has I know it's typically just the ancient dragons that had it, but this one has the one, ancient dragon, blue dragon, 5e. Sorry, 1 second. I thought I had this up already, but here it is. The lightning arcs. Okay, so 5-foot line between 2 of the layer's solid surfaces that the dragon can see. So with that, he is going to pick this point here and one of the rocks here. He's basically just zapping Captain Amal here. And so from there, I need Captain Amal to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15. So walk around the corner and use a level 1 spell. Oh, you're talking about Lenka. Okay, so once we do this lair action, then we will get to that. So if I can get somebody to roll a dexterity saving throw for Captain Amal. Is 11 plus 2. 12, 13. He needed a 15. So he will be taking 3d6 lightning damage. So with that, I'll just use the fireball spell. Is it always a d20? Only on the checks and such. But for damage, you'll usually... So for this one, I needed 3 d6s. Fireball rolls 8d6, so it's just the fastest way for me to get multiple d6s. And I rolled a 4, a 2, and a 2 first. So that is 8 lightning damage to Captain Amal from the lightning. All right. Now, with that, that is the end of the lair action. We have Lenka. Lenka is up. So I see over on Twitch, Night Owl said, walk around the corner and use a level 1 spell. Lenka is currently 30 feet up on the rocks. So he will have to climb down 30 feet to get to the ground. Is that something that you would like to do? Do you want to keep him up there? You can ready an action if you would like. Kind of ready a spell for when you see something. I ready a spell. All right, what spell do we want to ready? He has, what, Fireball. He's got Scorching Ray. Acid Arrow, Phantasmal Force, Magic Missile, Witch Bolt. Sorry, trying to learn. Want to know when I need to roll certain dice. No problem at all. That's we'll talk through it here with you. Like over there, Night Owl just said he wants to walk around the corner and use a level 1 spell. That's fine. That's an easy enough way to say what you want to do, and then I can mention some options that you have. I see Acid Arrow probably. So Melf's Acid Arrow. I actually have to pull that one up because it's not on this for some reason. Melf's Acid Arrow. So what that would do is it has a range of 90 feet. It would use his action, and it's instantaneous. A shimmering green arrow would streak toward a target within range and burst into a spray of acid. You would make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, it takes 4d4 acid damage immediately and 2d4 acid at the end of its next turn. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage and no damage at the end. No such thing as a bad question. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds sick. Okay, so we will use our action to prepare Melf's Acid Arrow. So that takes care of the action. So we'll take that off the screen. Bonus action. Oh, you also have Misty Step, don't forget. Misty Step is a bonus action. It's a 2nd level spell. And so that would briefly surround by a silvery mist. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. So realistically, you could even 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Teleport over to the rock over here if you wanted to do that as a bonus action. It does use a 2nd level spell slot, which you have 3 of, but it's up to you if you want to do that. I see yes please from Night Owl. So I will put up a poll over here just to see if anyone else wants to do that. Misty Step ? Start poll. Yeah, I see Jesse said hold it, but I see the poll is showing 3 other yeses. So the current consensus is to use the Misty Step. I'll give it another couple seconds here in case anyone wants to vote or change votes. Going once, going twice. Unfortunately, you don't get a poll on Twitch. But if I start getting a lot of viewers over there, I'll try and see if that's something I can manage there. All right, so we are going to use our bonus action to Misty Step over to this rock. Oops. Where is... Nope, nope, nope. Oh, it's this one. All right, so we're going to move him over to here. And now at that point, you can cast that spell right now if you would like to. Which I imagine you would. I don't know why you wouldn't. So you cast Melf's Acid Arrow at the dragon. So I think it needs to make a saving throw, right? Isn't that what I said? Nope. Make a ranged spell attack. So I need another D20. D20, please. To see if he hits. So you'll be adding 7 to the D20 once you roll it, and it'll be going up against the dragon's AC. All right, I see a 17. Shah says he rolled a 17. Plus 7 will be a 24. That will definitely hit. So go ahead and roll 4 D4s. So if you guys just want to start typing D4, I know it does have a little bit of a lag between when they can pop up, but I see on Twitch we got a 2. Oh, actually, and if someone wants to do a magic missile, that'll pop up the rest of them. But that's okay. I see Dino rolled another 2, so that's 4. And then, yeah, we'll need to do it 2 more times. Like I said, you might have to type it a few times because there's a waiting period between when it'll take it. So, or if someone wants to do magic missile, that'll roll 3 D4s. but we have 2 and 2 so far. We got a 3. So that is 7. And then Jesse's magic missile. He spelled it wrong. Sorry, Jesse. 1 more D4. We can do it. Oh, you know what? So let's see. That's 10. I don't remember, but I may have actually... I don't remember. Maybe not. But anyway. Oh, yeah, there. That's funny. So, 10 damage to... 10 acid damage to the dragon. And let me just double check. Yep, we're good. So, he takes 10. And I'll just put it on a tag for acid for his next turn. He's going to take more acid damage. Mike, what's going on? All right, so that takes care of Lenka's turn. It is now the young blue dragon's turn. So the blue dragon, seeing a perfectly lined up Captain Amal and Walson Beshatia, he is going to... I need 2 dexterity saving throws. So can I get a dexterity saving throw for Cap? And then 1 for Walson, please. You guys chose the dragon. Oof. Oof. 2 big oofs. Oh, no. All right, so with that, it is 10d10 lightning damage. Now, I will say, with the strength that I made this in my game, I minimized his lightning breath to 8d8, that of a fireball. So, with that, I will just use fireball. Well, guided is what a DM would say. We may not make it tonight. Holy cow, what a fireball! Jeez! Alright, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 5 is 14, plus 6, 12 is 26, 37 points of damage. Oh my gosh. Walson remains with 1. And Captain Amal goes down. Alright. And with that, we go on to... he's going to move forward. He's going to lift up and fly over to just on the edge of the rock. Kind of staring at the others. Alright, that's the end of his turn. So they do still have the healing potions. I know that Lenka is the one that bought them. It's up to you if they got dispersed or not. I shall never die, coughs up blood. Alright. It is now Walson's turn with 1 HP and a dream. Heal the downed person. Alrighty. What is it you would like to cast? He has, as far as healing goes, he has... I know he's got the Channel Divinity. Preserve life. Starting at 2nd level, you can use your Channel Divinity to heal the badly injured. Action, present your holy symbol. Equal to 5 times healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level, which is 25. Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them. This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum. And then with Disciple of Life, does that get added to it? Oh no, that's not a healing spell. So, use that. Okay. So, he cannot heal himself. Well, he can. Walson can heal himself, yes. Okay, so he has 25 points. Are you giving Captain Amal 22 of them. That's half his HP, and then the rest to himself, I imagine. That sounds fair. All right, so he'll take the 22. Walson will heal himself for the remaining 3. All right. Walson's looking rough, but he's in there. So Life Cleric does typically add bonus points, but only to spells. Channel Divinity, unfortunately, is not a spell, so he wouldn't get the bonus to it. Keep the cleric alive and nobody else dies, baby. Medicine, you do have a medicine check if someone were unconscious, which you would do that running up to them just to try to keep them from dying outright. But you've just picked him up. Captain Amal, now prone, though, is back alive as you watch as Walshin gives him this preserve life channel divinity, and you just watch as Captain Amal goes, ow. Bonus action potion. All right. Yeah, we'll say that they got dispersed if you want. And do you want Walson to have... Oh, or bonus action cast spiritual weapon next to the dragon. That's a good... Wow, that's a really good... That's a good either or, to be honest with you. So I'll start a poll. And then, Night Owl, you can just type what you want. So I'll say spiritual weapon or healing potion. All right. So do we use the bonus action to cast spiritual weapon and make an attack? Or do we use the bonus action to drink a healing potion? Man, that's a really good either or, because both are going to be quite necessary, I feel like. All right, I'm seeing... Ooh. Woo! It's kind of split right now. We got 5 votes, 3 for spiritual weapon, 2 for healing potion. All right, going once. Going twice. Shah, welcome to the family. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so we're going to end it here. Spiritual weapon. So he casts spiritual weapon, and we will... he's used his action. He's used his bonus action. We will just use... We'll use this little lightning sphere here. It's a very large lightning sphere. Next to the dragon. Okay, so let's go ahead and use a D20 to make an attack against the dragon. Night Owl got yelled at again. Okay, I see 18. Oh, 13. Bad eyes. See you later, Brian. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. And yeah, I'll mention that. It's a good point. So with a 13... and you get to add his modifier of +7, I think. That's a 20. So 20 does hit the dragon. Yeah, it does hit. So with that, now we will need a D8, I think. So if someone could roll a D8, please. And then plus your spellcasting modifier, which is 4. All right, so we got a 3 plus 4 is 7 points of damage to the dragon. All right. All right. Now, with that, with Brian leaving, for those of you new here, Brian is he's my cousin. But we have a Discord. I'm just doing a quick segue from here for a second. We have a Discord where we have all of us that you see talking here are for the most part involved over there on Discord. We have a collecting of sorts. It's actually exactly collecting. Kind of like Pokemon cards, but they're called Sachemon cards, and they are essentially digital Pokemon cards, but all based on the monsters and magic items of D&D. There are almost 700 cards to be collected. There's nothing to pay for. You get free cards every single day, and you get to collect your cards, see your collection. We have a website where you can see your collection. You can trade your cards with anybody. You can buy from a rolling shop. And when I say buy, I mean with gold that you can get, not actual money. And so you can sell your cards for gold to buy other cards and so on. So, yeah, you can see the link that Jesse just posted. And if you want to go over there and be a part of that, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of people pulling cards every day trying to get on the leaderboard that we have there as well. So that was just my quick plug for those of you that are new here. And feel free to go check it out. It's a lot of fun. And now we'll get back to this. Magic Missile Fireball. Gonna have to watch the vid to see how we got here. Love this plug. Appreciate it, Casey. I see you over there every once in a while. And Brenna. All right, so shop the underground. Yeah, look for Jesse. He's got a lot of duplicates. Not as many as me, but my duplicates are lame, so. All right, so it is now. Are you going to have Walson move, by the way? Is Walson moving away? And I will actually go, I'll show the Discord at the end of this encounter. All right, he's going to move away. So I'm guessing probably move down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I imagine. All right. So we'll bring him down there. Okay. Or would you rather have him go to the left? 10 without getting within range. Oh, it's not really away. I guess he can. 20, 25, 30. How about that? That's probably better. Behind the dragon. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, that takes care of Walson's go. Damien is up. Wouldn't the rogue be better behind the dragon? He would. But he's currently right in the line of sight. So, okay, let me get our actions and bonus actions back here. What is it you would like Damien to do? He is, you know what? Go ahead and roll for a stealth check to see if he's hidden. He can use his bonus action to hide, and we'll see if he can kind of maneuver deep down into the rocks and get a good hiding spot momentarily. Oh, I saw the Twitch one come in first. It was a 5. And with his plus 10 for stealth, that is a 15. Now I will see if the dragon's, as he's looking around, his perception check. Oh, yeah. So as he tries to hide down in the rocks, as the dragon's slowly climbing up the edge, the dragon keeps a keen eye on him as he's trying to maneuver through these small cracks. So he is not hidden, but that does use the bonus action to try and hide. Would you like to use your action, or would you like to move and hold your action, maybe until he gets within reunite bot, within melee distance of somebody else? Can't believe a baby dragon's this deadly. He was once a wormling, no more. This dragon's mean. Shoot his arrow. Okay. So he's not going to have... what does Damien have in skill? So Damien has his crossbow, which he uses for the most part. I'm sorry, his short bow. It's plus 7 to hit, and it deals 1d6 plus 4 piercing. But he also has the sneak attack. So as long as the dragon is next to a fellow adventurer, you get to add 3d6 to the damage. At the moment, he's not next to anybody. But yeah, if he does that, you get to add the extra d6s. Also, if you're hidden, you get to do that as well. So, CR10 holographic. 17 plus 7 is definitely going to hit. So go ahead and roll your d6 plus 4 damage. Movement to hide, okay. How far up? So the dragon's maybe only like 5 feet up. He's not too high off the ground. The rocks themselves are 15 feet at the top, and he kind of landed on the side and was like climbing up over the top, and his head's just kind of peering around the top. 6 plus 4, so 10 damage to the dragon with the arrow. Nice. Okay, and then he's going to move, is my understanding. So Damien's going to hut, hut, hut. All right, 10, 15, 20. Do you guys want to put him there? And that gives you guys like a good spread out from the dragon, but also maybe a potential to hide as well. And then after this, it'll be Cap's turn. All right. Sounds like a plan. So that takes care of all of that. It is Captain Amal's turn. So Captain Amal, he has a long sword, which is plus 7 to hit, and it deals 1d8 plus 4 slashing damage so long as you continue to hold his shield. If you want, you can forgo his shield, which will minimize your defenses, but it lets you roll 1d10 instead. And he can attack twice on his turn. Additionally, he has an action surge, which you can only do 1 time per rest, but it allows you to have another action, so you could attack 2 more times. But you can only do that 1 time. And then second wind as a bonus action whenever you want to use that. He can heal for 1d10 plus 5 damage, or health. So whatever of any of that you would like to do, I imagine you're at least going to be attacking twice, at least. It is not ranged. Actually, he does have a range. He has a javelin he can use for a ranged attack, which is 1d6 plus 4 piercing. Use shield, double attack, action surge, attack again. Can we action second wind to throw the javelin and slash? Sure. How close to dragon? Do you mean how close are you, or how close do you have to be to hit it? You would have to be right next to it. So you're currently 10 feet away. You'd have to be right next to hit it with the sword. And you could... as far as throwing the javelin first and then switching back to the sword, honestly, it would be better to just use the sword anyway if you're going to get up and close. But I do see use the shield, double attack, action surge, and attack again if you guys want to do that. So you basically get 4 attacks against this dragon. If you throw the javelin, it'll only give you 3 attacks, because the javelin, to throw it, you would have to be using that as basically both your actions. All right. Or both your attacks on that action. All right, so we need, we'll start with 1 attack at a time. So let's go ahead and get a, sorry, I don't know why it gets blurry every once in a while. Let's go ahead and get a d20 for the first attack. There we go. Okay. All right, for the first attack, we have 14 plus 7 is going to hit. And then I have an 11 plus 7 is an 18. So for the first 2 attacks, we have 20, what did I say was 21 and 18. The 18 just hits. So both of those do hit. And then I see a 16 plus 7. That will definitely hit. We'll just go ahead and finish it off. Let's go ahead and get the 4th attack in. So if someone wants to roll 1 more d20. Last one of the night for me. Got to get some sleep. Night, Jesse. I appreciate you hanging out, man. I'll see you over on the Discord. 13 plus 720. All 4 attacks hit. Holy cow. Jeez. You know, I'll be like, with this thing having an AC of 18, I thought this would be a little more difficult to hit, but so with that, that means that damage-wise, you hit it with the longsword all 4 times. You're dealing 4d8 because you're keeping the shield. He said 4d8 plus 16 damage. So let's get the d8s rolling. I need 4 of them. Heck at him, Cap. All right, I see Dino's rolling 1. It's a 1. Or no, it's a 5. Shaw rolled a 1, so that's 6 total. Turtle tried, but it may have been too soon. I'm not sure. Yeah, you might have to try again, Turtle. We need 2 more D8s. Come on, Nightbot, get your act. Oh, there's a 4, so that's 10. We need 1 more D8. And then we get to add 16 for all the other extra damage for each attack. 8! So we have 18 plus 16, so 28, 34 points of damage from Cap as he comes charging this dragon. Nobody shocks me! Yeah, 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 yeah! And just basically slices him 4 times through. So that does use your action surge. Now, do you want to use Second Wind to heal? I think I saw Second Wind from somebody. I mean, you can only use it once, but probably what better time than now, I imagine. Might want to save it. We used the action surge. That was why you got to attack 2 more times and attack for 4 times total. I don't think it was Jesse's. I think... Oh, no, maybe it was. No, I think... Yeah, I don't think anyone ever said... And really gotta go... use it. Okay, exactly. I really gotta go... Alright, so from that, I need someone to roll a d10, please. We'll do a d10, and we will add 5 for his level. So that was his action. And with the Second Wind, you'll be using his bonus action. And then, an 8. I see an 8 plus 5 is 13 points of healing. Alright, Cap's looking good now, looking good. Sorry, Shaw. It came in right before you did it. But luckily it was an 8, so that's good. Okay. So that takes care of that. So he has now used his action surge and his Second Wind. So it is now Lenka's turn. What is it you would like Lenka do as he stares down at this dragon coming up the side of the rocks? As he watches Cap just... Take a deep breath for a Second Wind. Whatever that means. Can he attack and hide? Are you talking about Lenka specifically? Lenka does not have the ability to hide as a bonus action. He can just back up and hope that, you know, he becomes not a target anymore. I see Magic Missile. Anybody against Magic Missile? Lenka, yes, got it. Yeah, so he can attack and he can move, but he can't, like, use the hide action. So he can just kind of try to get out of dodge. Yes, very much Magic Missile. Alrighty, Magic Missile it is. What level would you like to cast Magic Missile at? First level? You still have 2 third-level spell slots for, like, if you wanted to use Fireball or whatever. You've only used, I believe, 1 second-level spell. No, you've used 2 because you used Misty Step. Oh, actually, he wouldn't have been able to use Melf's Acid Arrow. That was my fault. I didn't even catch that. Second level. Okay, so we're going to cast a second-level Magic Missile, which will take 2 of his second levels. I'm just going to keep track of that real quick. So we'll have used 2. But this will be 3, actually. So this will be his last second level spell. Because Melf's Acid Arrow is also second. So this is his last one. All right. So go ahead and type in the Magic Missile command. So exclamation point, Magic Missile, no spaces. And then you can add another D4 to it. Someone else can roll a D4. Man, I miss so much. Got to watch the VOD soon. Don't forget, Walson also has the Vicious Whip. Walson has the Vicious Whip if you ever decide to use it. All right, Shah's got the Magic Missile in. 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and do one more D4. Since we're doing it at second level, we get to add one. So anyone can do the D4 command. But right now we're sitting at 6 plus 3 is 9. And now we need one more D4 plus 1. If anybody wants to type in that D4. Tortle puts it in. It's got to be a 4. You got 1, 2, 3. Another 3. Still good, though. So we had 9 plus 3 plus 1 is 13 points of damage to the dragon. As these missiles come out of Lenka's hand and spike into the dragon's chest. As he continues to climb up the rocks. So that is going to take the action. He doesn't really have any other bonus actions. TBH. So from there, he may want to maybe move, or is that it? Stay on the high ground. Totally up to you. What would you like Lenka to do from here? Alright, I'm going to assume Minor Illusion. Is that a bonus action? No, it's an action. Unfortunately, you used your action already to cast Magic Missile, so he won't be able to cast Minor Illusion. Move away from the scary dragon. Is Lenka on the elevation with the dragon right now? He's about 10 feet. He's maybe 5 to 10 feet higher than the dragon right now, but the dragon's actively climbing the rock. So I see move away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, maybe 30 to kind of put, well, I don't know if you want to go behind Damien. We'll say maybe there. Just to kind of, he'll get half cover behind this big rock right here. Oh, right instead. Perception check on rock slope integrity. All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check to see the integrity of the rock. In the meantime, Tortle, I see you said right instead. Do you want him to go over here, or do you want him to kind of get the cover from the rocks down here? 14. So based on the fact that the dragon has spent so much time in here and he kind of set it up and pieced all the rocks together, they're almost fit perfectly like a puzzle. So nothing's moving around. Now, the biggest rock here, relatively flat, low slope down. This seems to be the resting rock that most likely the dragon just lays on. The others are more just perches, and so those are a little bit steeper. That's the side that he's currently climbing up. So in coming backwards down this direction, nice easy slope, no issues there. Cover from the rocks is better than nothing. Okay, so I'll get him behind this rock here. He's going to get +2 to his AC. But from there, that's his movement. He doesn't really have a bonus action. So we will go on to the... Why is that not working? Huh. I'm having an issue. 1 second. How do I duplicate this? Somehow the green check mark went away from the action one. I deleted that somehow. Let me just duplicate that real quick. Although I don't remember how to do that. Add. I want to say. I don't remember how to add it to favorites. Favorite element by selecting it and pressing F. Okay, I did do that. Oh, unless just my thing isn't working right now. No, it is. Oh, here we go. No, wrong one. One second. Alright, I need to add this to favorites. Put that here. What a nightmare. No, none of these are it. Which one was it? 4? There it is. Sorry, everybody. And move this here. Okay. Hopefully that's fixed. And alright. Okay. We're in the dragon's house. Cover from the rocks better than nothing. The dragon has shocked itself from confusion. It's super effective. How do I tell what are bonus actions we can take? Technical difficulties on the character sheets. Yeah, so on the character sheets, it probably won't tell you. So a good place to look it up is on somewhere like 5e tools, or even D&D Beyond, or you can just type in the name of the spell online and you'll find it on either D&D Beyond or something, and it'll tell you if it's an action or a bonus action. And as far as non-spells, that's all should be listed in where it describes each feature for each person on the character sheet. It'll say, use a bonus action too, or whatever. But yeah, for the spells, you just kind of got to look them up, unfortunately, and just see what they say. But from there, it is the end of Lenka's turn as he moves behind there. We have that back on. It is the dragon's turn. So the dragon is going to turn his attention to Captain Amal, who has just struck him 4 times. And he is going to use his multi-attack. He gets 1 bite and 2 with his claws. So, let's start with the bite. So that's on YouTube. I did the 1d20 there on YouTube. 15 plus 9 is 24. That's definitely going to hit. First one with the claws on Twitch is a 10 plus 9 is a 19. That just hits. And I'll do the last one on YouTube for the other claw. 12 plus 9, 21. All 3 are going to hit Cap. So, with that, for the bite, it's 2d10 plus 5, and an additional d10 lightning damage. So 3d10 out. I'll do the first one on YouTube, second one on Twitch. Well, 1 on Twitch. Eight over here, so that's 9. And then for the d10 lightning damage, 4. So it's 13. And plus 5 is 18. And then each claw attack is 2d6 plus 5. So he is going to hit for 10 at least. He'll have 7 remaining for the 2d6. Let's see what the 2d6s do. It needs to be less than 7. 4, 3. Does exactly 17 damage with the claws and knocks Captain Amal out again. That's crazy. Ah! So with that, Captain Amal is once again unconscious. Oh, but the dragon does need to take the 2d4 acid damage. So I'm just going to use the Melf's Acid Arrow command again and use the first 2d4s. He left his revived. So 4 and a 1. So he takes an additional 5 acid damage. And now we'll get rid of that acid there. All right, and that is going to be the end of his turn there. Although I do need to roll a d6 to see if he gets the lightning back. Nice. All right. Walson is up. What is it you would like Walson to do as Captain Amal takes the bite and the 2 claws right to the chest and falls over? Okay, this is... Nightbot is clearly showing favorites tonight. I don't know if you guys have ever had these sweet tart ropes. They're so good. They need to pay me for these ads. Move to Captain. All right. So he uses 10 feet to go over to Cap. Heal the tank again and keep sacrificing him. I mean, he's doing crazy damage. So you do have Cure Wounds. You've used your... Where's he at, Wilson? You used your Channel Divinity. I don't think... Oh, and then you used 1 level of... Oh, shoot. I did the wrong person here. You used your Spiritual Weapon, so that was the 2nd level. So he's still got plenty of spells left. Yeah, I mean, you can use Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds is a first level spell that will heal someone 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. You can also cast it at a higher level if you would like to heal more. He also has... okay, you said Magic Circle. 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall. Cylinder of magical energy centered on a point on the ground that you can see within range. Oh, does it? Oh, you're right. It does take 10 rounds to cast. I didn't even catch that. That's funny. Captain's doing a great job at soaking and dealing damage. All right, so you want to cure wounds, Cap. It sounds like. So go ahead and roll a d8 for me, unless you want to do it at a higher level. What level? I'll ask that question first. What level do you want to cast Cure Wounds at for Cap? Two. All right, 2nd level it is. So I need 2 d8s. Seven and 6. Really good d8s. Plus the spellcasting ability modifier, which is 4. So 13 plus 4 is 17 points. As Cap gets the exact health he got from those 2 claws. Oh! As Cap just continues to just get pummeled and then picked back up. Oh, plus 2, Disciple of Life. Good call. Good call. Is it just plus 2? It's 2 plus the spell's level. So 4. All right, Cap's feeling good. That nat one. Yeah, you just missed the nat one. All right, that takes care of Walson's turn. It is now Damien's turn. What would you like Damien to do? Honey Cat rises from the dead and does it all the time. I mean, I imagine you want Damien to fire, but do you want him to hide first and have advantage? Or do you want him to shoot and hide? He is not hidden yet. Unfortunately, he had already used his bonus action last turn. That is correct. You can already get the sneak attack. So if you want, you can hide beforehand and get advantage on it. If you hide, or like if you successfully hide. Or get the attack now, then hide afterwards. Dragon won't know where Damien's at until next turn. Get the advantage then. Whichever one you would like to do. Alright, hide first. Oh, sneak and then hide. Okay. Alright, to the polls. Sneak, then. Alright. Sneak, attack, then hide. Or hide, then sneak, attack. Alright. The poll is up. What do we do first? Do you sneak attack, then hide? Or do you hide first, then do the sneak attack? Ooh, it's 50-50 right now. Oop, I see hide first. Alright. Give it another second or two. Going once, going twice. Alright, we will leave it at hide, then sneak attack. Okay, so go ahead and roll a stealth check for me to see if Damien can hide. So if someone could roll a D20 for me using the exclamation point, D, the number 20. See what we got, see what we got. An 8 plus 10. Alright, so let me go back to the dragon as he's assessing the situation. A 3, and his perception is plus 9. So with a 12, the dragon is too focused on the captain that he just knocked out as he's considering what to do with the unconscious body. Damien takes this minute to kind of slide around the side, Hobbit style, sneak into one of the rocks out of view of the dragon, and then he's going to fire. So if I can get an attack against the dragon with advantage, I need 2 D20s, please. 2 D20s. I see Turtle coming in with 1. Come on, Nightbot, you owe us. This one. I see a 10. And a 5. So with a 10, I'm pretty sure that does not hit. Damien rolls a 17 against the Young Blue Dragon's AC of 18. So as he hides and the dragon is deciding what to do with the body, the dragon goes to just kind of flinch for a minute. And as he moves, the arrow just goes right by its wings, flying underneath. Kind of catches the tension of the dragon. All right, so That takes care of that. And he has bonus action hid. I don't know what happened here. I gotta layer these up. Why? It's just not updating for some reason. Alright, so action was used, bonus. Oh, there we go, there we go. We got it. Okay, so that's, are you going to keep him there, I imagine? So we'll go to the next person, which will be Cat, who is just coming back to life once again. Is he going to stand up and attack, I'm guessing? With his 21 HP. Oh, he does have improved critical. Did we roll any 19s for Cap's last ones? No, we didn't roll any 19s. Okay. What kind of attack, though? Yeah, improved crit. Yeah, I was trying to see if he had a 19 or not. Or if he had rolled a 19 previously. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, he's got the longsword, and he's right there. The longsword's better than the javelin with damage-wise. And for you to back up and throw the javelin, the dragon's going to get an opportunity attack anyway. So it might be better to just sit there and double longsword this dragon in the face. Maybe get a critical hit. The slashes went well last time. Yeah, they did. All 4 of them. Can we do the action surge again? Unfortunately, you cannot. You do it in between rests. So you'd have to take a short rest. Do it again. All right. So if I can get 2 D20s for your 2 attacks against this dragon as he stands up. And same with the second wind. That is a once per long or short rest. So you guys would have to take an hour's rest to use that again. A 4. Rip. And Shah says a 12. With the 12 plus 7, that one does hit. So as he stands up and tries to swing up with the sword, he's going to miss the first strike, but as the dragon dodges out of the way and turns to move for the next one, too late as the cap comes in with a second one across its torso. So go ahead and roll another D8 for me. One D8 plus 4. 4, so 8. The boycott Nightbot rolled dice at home. That is 8 points of damage to the dragon. And that is his action. He doesn't have any bonus actions he can do. He can move if you would like. So it's up to you. Are you moving, Cap, or are you leaving him right there? Down with the biased AI. Leave. Okay, so he will get, the dragon will get an attack of opportunity if you move away. Meaning that he basically just gets a free attack if you go to leave. Which is fine. It's up to you if you want to do that. Just stay and take it. How about... We'll heal him again, right? All right, I'm seeing the consensus is to stay. All right, we stay. So with that, it is Lenka's turn. What would you like Lenka to do? Oh, did Walson... Real quick, Walson never used his bonus action, did he? He could have used his bonus action to swing his spiritual weapon. I don't think Walson used a bonus action. So if I can get another D20 to have the spiritual weapon attack the dragon real quick. And then we'll go back to Lenka's turn. First one to come through is a 2 plus 7. So the spiritual weapon misses anyway, as the dragon is focusing at the time on the now raising captain of all. Can we pretend I didn't roll? Unfortunately, either one was missing. All right, now we're back to Lenka's turn. So what would you like Lenka to do? He still has both of his 3rd level spell slots. And he has 3 more 1st level spell slots. Roll at home was 18. Brutal. Brutal. So what are we having Lenka do? Fireball! Woo woo! Alright. Easy enough as an evocation wizard to sculpt the spells around your fellow people there. Oh yeah, no, DJ Widget said the same thing. Fireball it is. So, I will make a dex save with the D20 if someone else wants to type in the fireball command. A 9? What's his dex save? Plus 4. So that's a 13. That fails. So he's taking the full hit of this fireball, which I see 3 6s in that fireball. So we have 10, 13, 19, 21, 25, 27, 33 points of fireball damage to this dragon as Lenka just cast this massive fireball out of nowhere, clapping down on the dragon as Cap and Walson watch this sphere of fire surround them without touching them, and you see the dragon reel back in pain as it takes this heat. Yeah, that was a good one. So massive damage there. Let me go ahead and put the used spell here. Okay. Now, that is Lenka's action, and a very good one at that. What is it you would like to do now? You could move if you want. Yeah, what's a wizard for anyway? Literally. Just fireball. Fireball all day. I'm guessing he's going to stay there, and you don't really have any bonus actions, so I'll actually just say that's probably the end of his turn. So next, we have the dragon. Minor Illusion is an action also, so since he used action to cast Fireball, he won't be able to cast Minor Illusion. So yeah, and literally the only bonus action Lenka has is Misty Step, and that's a 2nd level spell. You're out of 2nd level spells. So you could cast it with a 3rd level spell slot, but that just wastes a 3rd level spell slot to move when you don't even want to move anyway. So I would say that there's really, unfortunately, not anything else Lenka can do. So with the dragon, he's going to shift here, and he's going to attack Walson with his bite, and then he's going to attack Captain Amal with his claws. All right, so first against Walson. Eight plus 9, I think. 17 to hit Walson, whose AC is 15, so that will hit. And with that bite attack, it is 3d10 damage plus 5. So, unfortunately, Walson's going to go down anyway. But we'll go ahead and roll the dice to see how far down he is. We got an 8 with Nightbot. Then a 2. So that's 9, 10. And also, sorry if the music was too loud that whole time. It seems like it might have been. 5. So 15 plus 5, 20 points of damage to Walson, who only had 4 HP. So with that, he is definitely down now. He's going to turn and use his 2 claws against Captain 'em all. So let's do another 2 D20s. We'll do one there. We'll do one in Twitch. Oops. Over at Twitch, we have a 10. Over here, we have a 19. Both are going to hit. The one just hits. So with the claws, both of those are 2d6 plus 5. So I'm just going to do Fireball and use the first 4 d6s. And add 5. Holy cow. 12, 17, 18, 19, 25 points of damage as Captain Amal goes down as well. And with that, your healer and your meat shield are... Alright. And now it is Walson's turn. Well, actually, the dragon is then going to turn his attention to... The only one he really knows where they're at is the wizard. And he's going to just stand up top and focus his attention on the wizard. Alright. Can I get a death saving throw for Walson, please? I need a D20 rolled for Walson. Good luck. I'm rooting on you. Oh, it's getting real. Oh, it's getting real. Damien is currently hidden. And there's your nat 20 at a time when it doesn't matter. Oh, well, it is 2 successes. So, let me go ahead and add. He's on success 2. All right. So, he's good. Now we are on Damien. So, back to the questions you had about Damien. Can Damien sneak to Walson and heal him? You could certainly try. We can... It's not 2 successes, that's 1 HP and he's awake. No way. In what world? Yeah, you can certainly try if you want to go heal Walson. No way. Is this real? We're going to see. We're going straight to the player handbook. I may stand corrected. Oops. All right, we have player's handbook. 1 second, it's loading. This is important. I love it. Hey, if you're right, you earned it. You earned it. All right, so page 193 is right here. Making an attack. Attack rolls. Did you say 193 or 197? 197. I'm on the wrong page. 197. Okay. Death saving throws. Rolling 1 or 20. When you make a death saving throw, roll a 1 on the d20. It counts as 2 failures. If you roll a 20 on the d20, you regain 1 HP. Captain Amal, Wilson, is back in action, and I have learned something today, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Widget for pointing something out that I've never known. I always did 2 one way or the other. And shout out to Shah for rolling the nat 20 to bring Walshin back to his feet as he fights the unconsciousness. Not today. I'm not going down today. That's super cool. I've never known that. Very, very cool. Yeah, for real. For real. But I also will say, as the DM, you have to be willing to listen to your players. So I appreciate you telling me that. Thank you. So with that, he is back in action on his death saving throw. So when he comes back, he's got 1 HP. Damien. That's pretty crazy. Between the fireball and that 20. Yeah, Shaw's major MVP candidate. Yeah, for real. We got to start having an MVP every session. Who was Nightbot's favorite tonight? All right, so Damien's turn. Damien is currently hidden. No, he hid for... Actually, no. You guys chose to hide first, then attack with advantage. He is not hidden currently. So what do we want Damien doing? He's got a dragon that's about 10 feet above his head on top of a rock that knows he's there, actually. Unfortunately, there's nothing Damien can do to sneak attack right now. He would have to try to hide again. So you could use your bonus action to hide first, then you can sneak attack with advantage. But at the moment, he is not hidden. So would you like to hide first? Yeah, he can move. All right. I see hide and attack, but then Turtle's asking if he can move without penalty. He can move. So how about we combine them? So Damien, seeing how close the dragon is going to kick it into high gear. 15, 20. He's going to go around and just dive into these rocks here and try to hide down low out of the dragon's sight. So if I can get a stealth check. Can you roll a d20, please, for the stealth check for Damien? To see if he can successfully hide from the dragon before popping out once more and firing. A 9 plus 10, that is a 19. We'll go ahead and do a perception check with the dragon as he tries to catch up with the situation. Sorry, Shaw, Nightbot chimed in just quicker. 8 plus 9 for his perception. Is it perception? Oh, no. His perception's plus 9. So, with 17, Damien does still hide. So Damien hides in the rocks as the dragon whips his head around trying to catch where he went. Just not fast enough as Damien disappears in the rocks, and as the dragon kind of looks between the rocks for a second, all of a sudden, Peekaboo pops out and fires a shot. So go ahead and make an attack at advantage against the dragon. So I need 2 d20s, please. I see Shaw putting one in. 19. That's definitely going to hit. And we'll get one more d20 to see if maybe a critical slides in. And a 4. So the 19 will definitely hit. So with sneak attack, we're going to get 4 d6s plus, I think it's 4 for him. Plus 4. So if someone wants to roll a fireball spell, and we'll use the first 4 d6s. Damien's arrows are either nuclear bombs or pebbles. Yeah, he's either throwing little darts or just unleashing absolute missiles. All right, so we have a 2, a 4, and a 1. So 8, 9 plus 4, 13 points of damage to the dragon, who is definitely getting hurt at this point. But that is Damien's turn. He doesn't really have much movement. He's used his action, his bonus action, and his movement. So that will end Damien's turn, and we are on Captain Amal. Can I get a death saving throw for Cap, please? This dragon's tough, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I need a D20 for Captain Amal as he fights to stay alive. And the dragon is a baby. Not a baby, more adolescent. That is 1 failure for Captain Amal as he's just taken so much damage at this point. Oops, wrong person. As he has just taken so much damage that he's finding it hard to come back from it. All right. Any chance we can convince this dragon to tag along despite the carnage inflicted on both sides? Probably not. All right. Lenka. Lenka is up. What would you like Lenka to do? Peace was never an option. Lenka has a 3rd level spell slot and 3 1st level spell slots left. What would you like Lenka to do? Drop the 2nd fireball on him. I can't see a reason not to. What does friends do? That's a good question. I don't actually remember. Friends. Oh, is that on here? Is that a spell? Oh, is that... Who has friends? I don't think any of these people have friends. Fireball, fireball. I do have a question. Dino, feel free to ask your question. Oh, it's in cantrips. Oh, there it is. Got it. But it doesn't say on here for some reason. Friends, for the duration, which is concentration up to 1 minute, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. So it's essentially something you would cast before you try to persuade someone to do something. And yeah, so as DJ Widget is saying, most likely it's not going to help in this situation. Light is just a way for you to pick an object and make it light up, making dark areas visible. But you have dim light in here, so you are able to see. And how does the ceiling of the cavern look like? And can Lenka perception check? Sure. Go ahead and roll an investigation check with Lenka. So just roll a d20, and we'll add 7 to the investigation check. I'm not feeling lucky with Nightbot. Shaw, I'm not sure why yours didn't work. Oh, there. You know what? As Lenka looks up at the ceiling, there are definitely stalactites up there. And it looks like he can definitely make one fall on the dragon without knocking any of the other ones down. He's confident. He can, like, if he targets one, none of the others will fall. Now on, let's go. So what is it you would like Lenka to do? This will cause the entire cave to collapse, I bet. No, Lenka is confident. With his investigation check, he is confident that only the one that he wants to fall will fall on the dragon. So what do you wish to do, Sir Lenka? Fireball high? I like it. I like it. Either die a hero or live long enough. Fireball up high, kind of hit the dragon down low with the bottom of the fireball, and then see if you can shake off that single stalactite you know you're going to knock down. Metagame wise, I just don't want to put anything in the hands of Nightbot. Alright, so we are going to raise the fireball up high enough to still strike the dragon underneath, but hit the ceiling at the same time and knock down that single stalactite that he is confident he can hit. So, if you can go ahead and roll a fireball for me, please. And I will make a dexterity saving throw for the dragon. One opportunity. Ooh. So he definitely fails the dex save. Wow, big fireball, big fireball. Shaw's coming up with big rolls again. 9, 13, plus another 12 is 25, 26, 27, 33 to the dragon, who is just on the verge of death as this fireball dissipates, and you see he's barely climbing on the rocks, singed and burned. And all of a sudden, you notice the ground still kind of shaking from the fireball as he intensified it up on the ceiling of the cave. And I need everyone in the room to make a dex save. So I'll take the first 4 D20s dex saves for Walson, then Cap, then Damien, then Lenka, and I'm going to roll one for the dragon as everyone tries to dodge out of the way of these stalactites coming down. So the dragon, we need a 15, by the way, to dodge out of the way. The dragon rolled a... What's his dex save? +4, so he rolled an 18. Ooh, all right, I'm seeing that Walshin missed. The dragon is saved. Hey, I made it before the end. Possibly literally the end. So Walson missed. Captain Amal. Oh, Captain Amal automatically fails. He's down. So he fails. Okay. Damien succeeds. And Lenka, what's Lenka's dex save? Is +2. Lenka fails. So they're each going to take 2d6 damage as these smaller spikes come down and land. Now, if you would like, with Damien's save, I will allow, if his saving is him running over to take the hit for Captain Amal as he lays dying on the ground. It is up to you. Either Damien takes the hit or Cap takes the hit. Either way, Walson fails. He's going to take the 2d6. Lenka fails. He's going to take the 2d6. I see Shah saying the rogue. So let me go ahead and type a fireball here. How can a person... So currently, Captain Amal is not dead. He is unconscious. And he is dying. If he fails 3 death saving throws, he dies outright and cannot be picked up with a healing spell. He can be picked up with a revivify spell. So that is something that Walson has, but he has a minute for that to happen. Or If he succeeds 3 times, he becomes stabilized, which means he won't die and he will become conscious again after a few hours. The wife is here, but she's about to sleep already. The rogue and uncanny dodge. So I think uncanny dodge makes him take half, right? Or none if he succeeded, if he was going to take half. But he was going to take none. It's either you take the damage or you take none. Yeah. So he was going to take none anyway, but I see what you're saying. Okay. So, all right, that's fair. I like it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the fireball spell, or the fireball thing here. First 2 D6s are going to go at Walson. The second 2 at Damien, who's going to take half of that. And the third 2 are going to go for Lenka. So 6 points of damage to Walson, knocking him back out. For Cap, he's not going to take any. Damien is going to take half of the 8, so he's going to take 4. The dragon dodges out of the way of the 2 coming down towards him, which could have totally killed him. And then Lenka only gets the smallest little rock that hits him in the top of the head and takes 2 damage. All right. So now Walson is back out. Cap has a single failure. And it is now the young blue dragon's turn. No, the dragon rolled a 14 and he had +4. So he beat the save of 15. Lenka got bonked by a rock while Walson got literally impaled. So, the dragon, 2 HP, very few dreams left, is going to attempt to... No, I mean, he's in his lair. He's going to turn. I think he's going to go at probably Lenka, who just did the fireball. All right. So he's going to attack Lenka with a bite and 2 claw attacks. All right. So, first one to hit. No, the poison was for only 1 round, I believe. I'll double check that, but I believe it was only for 1 round. I rolled a dragon got a 1. Yeah, it was only on 1 turn after that shot. I had to double check. I wasn't totally sure. So 8 plus a lot. I think it was 9. So 17 to hit, which definitely hits Lenka. I'll go ahead and do the other 2 attacks while we're at it. So... a 6 and a 7. The 6 plus 9 is 15. What is Lenka's? He's got a 12. So all 3 are going to hit. So with that, we got hecka damage coming at Lenka right now. So 3d10 plus 5 to start. So we'll do one here at YouTube, one at Twitch. The one at Twitch was a 2. The one at YouTube was a 2. So that's 4. And we'll see another one. 9. So 13 plus 5 is 18 points of damage to Lenka for that one. He now has 12 points left. The claw attacks are both plus 5, so that's plus 10. And there's, I mean, both, he rolls 2d6s for each one. So it's a minimum amount of damage he's definitely dealing. He's not going to kill Lenka outright, so we'll just skip it. And Lenka is now down on the ground as the dragon bites into Lenka, kind of moving his head back and forth, ripping it apart a bit, and then clawing him twice. And you watch the second claw just slam Lenka down to the ground with blood coming out through his robes. And that is the end of the dragon's turn. It is now Walson's turn. Well, unfortunately, Walson is down because he took the hit from up top. So, can I get a death saving throw for Walson, please? So it was a 2 for Walson's death save. So he has 1 fail. Well, this is getting iffy. This is getting iffy. Oh, boy. All right. Now it is Damien's turn. I see if Damien heals Lenka, Lenka can pop a magic missile and slay this beastie. Nightbot's not liking me today. He could do that. He could make it there. Nightbot doesn't like anybody with the DM. He's definitely been playing on my side tonight. Which, to be fair, every other night, he does not do. Alright, so is that the plan? We're sprinting over to Lenka. But are there any ways to get the others up after? Well, you have 3 health potions. The problem is Lenka bought the health potions. So, we never said that Lenka divvied them out. My guess is that Lenka probably has them. So, Damien doesn't have one of the health potions, is how I would take that. So, it sounds like you really don't have a choice but to run to Lenka anyway. Alright. So, I'm seeing Lenka movement back there to get him to divvy him out at least. 20, 25, 30. We ride or die here. So, he's going to, I will allow it to be a bonus action to reach into Lenka's clothes and such as the dragon just slammed him down. Damien, sliding under the dragon, is going to reach into his pouch, feeling around for any one of the potions, pops out. Go ahead and roll a d6. On a 1 through 4, it's one of the 2 regular healing potions. On a 5 or 6, it's the greater healing potion. As he has no idea where he's reaching. So 4, it's a regular healing potion. He pops out, pops it out, and he's going to shove it down into Lenka. It was too great. Was it? Because we did 250. The greater healing potion was 150, and I said that the regular ones were 50 each. And so we paid 250 for the 3 of them. But it's okay. Either way, we'll just say it was a regular one anyway that he popped out. So he pops it out and he shoves it down. So 2 d4s. Can I get 2 d4s, please, for how much health we are giving to Lenka? Excuse me. I see 1 coming in from Dieter. And 1 coming in from Shah. 3 and a 1 plus 2. 6 points of health to Lenka. All right, as he shoves it down Lenka's throat and Lenka's eyes just pop open. That is Damien's action and bonus action, action, bonus action, and movement. So that's the end of his turn. So now we're going to go to Captain Amal. I need a death saving throw for him, please. A nat 1 here kills Cap, as he would get 2 failed death saves. Good luck. It's a fail, but it's not a critical failure. Wow. Cap is in rough shape right now. He's on failure 2. Oh boy. Okay, Lenka. 'Tis Lenka's turn. Sounds like you're leaving Nightbot out of the equation here. It's my understanding. Magic Missile. Pew, pew, pew. All right, go ahead and use the Magic Missile command. Or Fireball something. Unfortunately, you don't have any more 3rd level spell slots. Couldn't Fireball if you wanted to. Alright, so we have 4, 3, 1. That's 8 plus 3 is 11 points of damage. So, as the dragon bites into Lenka, whips him back and forth, hits him with a claw, slicing through Lenka's chest, and then another one straight down his torso, slamming Lenka into the ground. The dragon, hurt, comes back up, goes to bite again as Damien slides under, takes the potion out, slams it into Lenka's mouth, and as Lenka's mouth and his eyes open up, he immediately, from under the dragon, spikes it with 3 missiles, sending the dragon reeling in pain as it falls back on its back. And the dragon lays there. Lenka staring at Damien. Damien looking at the dragon, now on the ground. Now, we are going to stay in initiative order because we do still have people that are down. So until that is resolved, we will remain in initiative. So, Lenka uses Magic Missile. That is his 2nd 1st level spell. What else would you like Lenka to do? Use the potions, please, for the love of God. So, Lenka has the 2 other potions. He pulls out the 2 other potions in his hand. He has 2. He has a greater healing potion, and he has a lesser regular healing potion. Walson will need to make a death save before Damien's turn, I guess. Lenka gets moving. My headcanon is Todd is God in this world. At least that's what I'll refer to him to. Greater or worse won't hurt. No, it won't. So Lenka is going to start moving. He uses half his movement to get up. Then he can move 15 feet. So that's as far as he can get. My recommendation, as not trying to let your characters die, I would probably give them to Damien. Because Damien's going to get to go. Yeah. You know what? Now I don't even feel bad because Widget said the same thing. So he hands one of the potions. Doesn't matter which one. We'll just say he hands the regular potion to Damien and starts running over to Walson. All right. And with that, that will be the end of Lenka's turn. It is now Walson's turn. Now again, Walson has 1 failure. A nat 1 here is 2 death saves, and Walson is dead. So I am really rooting for you. I'm rooting for Nightbot not being a big jerk. But he has been recently. Good luck, whoever wants to roll what could be the final roll ever for Walson Besseteer. Shaw doesn't seem too eager to be the one to roll it. Dieter, not me. Hey, if they die, we get a new character. Nightbot and I aren't on the greatest serves. Shaw says I can do it. MVP, you've been rolling hot all night. Widgets. Who's going to type it first? Shaw puts it in. An 18! Not only is it not a nat 1, he's got a success under his belt. Look at that. Look at that. All right. All right, so that takes care of Walson's turn. It is now Damien's turn. So Damien, I imagine, is going to book it. He will use his speed to run over. Just kind of Then he can use his bonus action to go 5 more feet. And he can put the potion into Cap. So we'll just say this was the greater healing potion, which I think is 4 D4s. So if I can get 4 D4s rolled in the chat. Yeah, it's 4 D4s. As you run over to... That's true. Yeah, honestly, Cap deserves the bigger one anyway at this point. Since he's been knocked out twice. He's taken massive damage. Oh, I see a 4. And then, yeah, Dieter coming in with the magic missile for this one. Should give us the other 3 D4s. There you go. There's a 5. I spelled it wrong, Dieter. Another I after the S's. So we need 2 more D4s. You can either use the magic missile spell or you can do 2 more D4 commands. And I can throw one over in Twitch just to... Oh, that's a 4. Look at that. So 4, 8, 9. It would be pretty cool. I don't have the artistic capabilities for that, but it would be pretty cool. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 4, 16 points of damage revived to Captain Amal as Damien makes it just in time. And he's like, hey, big buddy, welcome back. And Captain Amal's like, oh, come on. As he's just taking all this damage. Someone in this community must have some artistic capabilities. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we've seen some stuff already. It's pretty good. So, Captain Amal no longer needing to be revived. We'll say that he kind of stands there for a moment as Lanka makes his way over. And just gets to Walson. We need 2 more D4s. And I can roll one over on Twitch to make it faster, if necessary. Over on Twitch, I got a 1. And here on YouTube, we got a... Oh, I'll take the ones on YouTube since everybody put them in there. A 3 and a 4, so 7 plus 2, 8, 9 to Walson. Oh, by George, I do say that. Oh, God. Ah! That beast. And now, collectively, your group has revived each other and successfully killed the young blue dragon that you've been sent on a quest to come collect wings from. So now, I say, what is it you would like to do from here as your group has stood up? It's normal for him at this point. Yeah. Honestly, from being in the military and then coming in here and getting knocked out all the time. Loot! It's a dragon, right? It is a dragon. That is correct. Time to rest and start cutting this dragon. Loot! Small tunnel looks like it. Okay. So, show us our bounty. Okay, so we'll do some investigating first. So as a group, you guys start to slowly peruse around the remainder of the corner. And as you do so, you come across his horde in the corner. Now, he's a young dragon. He doesn't have too much, but he definitely has some. So as your group makes their way back in here, you find I need an investigation check with advantage as your group kind of sifts through all the coin that's starting to get lost in a little bit of the sand and the dirt under the pile of rubbish, just to see how much we find here. $16 with length, or with what's his face's investigation. That's +7. That's really high. And we can get one more just to see if the old nat 20 comes in. A 2. So, with a 23 investigation, you find 720 gold pieces. Sorry, 1 second. You find 1,700 copper pieces. I skipped silver by accident. 1 second. You find 1,150 silver pieces. You find 42 gems. I'm sorry. No, not 42 gems. I'm sorry. Wrong. You find 12 gemstones worth 50 gold pieces each. And then you find what looks to be some kind of tapestry of a purple worm in intense combat with an adult bronze dragon kind of sewn into it. And the tapestry's 5 feet by 7 feet. So it's a relatively large tapestry. So altogether, that is 720, 820, 890, 91.5. So, or 901, 910, just over 900 gold pieces. And then you have the 12 gemstones, 50 each, which is worth about another 600. So collectively around 1,500 gold pieces worth of material here. Now, I see grab the horde, take the whole dragon. The buyer calls the wings, but we can take trophies and maybe harvest scales for armor out of the rest of it. Totally can try. I would say this dragon, very heavy. It's a young dragon, still the size of probably like an elephant, I would imagine. So carrying a whole dragon, hard to do. Even the wings, a little difficult. You're joking me, Nightbot. Nightbot taketh. That's it. There's nothing else. It's a financial scheme by Nightbot to come collect the rest of the treasure later. Perception check on Dragon Corpse. I want that heart. So, Shah, if you're trying to locate and cut out the dragon heart, go ahead and roll a medicine check for me. Nightbot's the IRS confirmed. Nightbot is really after that dragon's loot fee. So you guys collect your gold and you make your way back to the dragon as Walson goes to start cutting out that heart. So you need the wings. I put the heart in the description. You need the wings. Go ahead and do it at advantage, by the way, because you do have your whole group here helping cut through. So Go ahead and do it at advantage to cut out that heart. One day, Turtle. One day. So I need another D20 as you guys are trying to piece up this dragon here. Another D20, I'm sorry. For a medicine check, yeah. Another 7. So, I think Walson's medicine check is like a 4. 7. So with a 14, I will say you're able to locate the heart of the dragon, and you're able to kind of jankily cut it out. So you do have a dragon heart. You've used all your health potions. So, dragon heart. Now, we should definitely run off with the flame sack. Okay? So, I'm seeing wings, head, heart, claws, and as many scales as we can. So, go ahead and do another medicine check as you change your focus from the heart to individually, like, kind of each taking apart, trying to cut off parts of the dragon. So, we're going for the wings, the head, the heart, the claws, a bunch of scales, and a flame sack. So, depending on the roll here, we're going to start with the wings because that's what you need for the quest. We'll see what of the others you get. Yeah, in all honesty, Tortle, I never expect the battles to get as close as they do. This is 3 really, really, really close, like, encounters in a row. It's been exhilarating. I wish I could get my actual campaigns to be this close. But I always make them so overpowered. So that's 1 D20. We need 1 more D20 for the advantage. Shaw puts in the D20. Another 7. That is 4 7s out of the last 5. So, with a 14, I will say you definitely obviously get the 2 wings. 2 dragon wings. You manage to walk off with, as you continue to accidentally break the claws, some of them aren't in good shape anyway. You walk off with 2 dragon claws. You walk off with the, you already had the heart. The head, it was just taking too much to get through. You were starting to really work at it, and it was looking gross, so you didn't get the head. But you have the heart, you have the claws. You do manage to get probably a good, decent, I'll say 15 dragon scales. A lot of the other ones were singed, burned, cut up from everything else. But you could not find the fire sack, unfortunately. And at this point, the dragon is just dismantled, cut up, squished. It just looks like a big meat pile at this point. You're lazy, Nightbot. Nightbot seems to be hitting it big in Vegas based on these numbers. Is there an alchemist in town from previous sessions? So the only alchemist you would really know of would be Spencer, the one you spoke to before. You do know that he can kind of enchant things and he makes the potions himself. So, you want an eye. I'll say with that 14, getting an eye out without kind of, like, popping it, probably not feasible, unfortunately. So, as you try, you kind of ruin both of the eyes. Pull some teeth and fangs, that's fine. I'll say you get two of the dragon teeth out. All right, and with that, you have your loot, you have your bounty, you've got your wings as you kind of crunched them up a little bit and tied them together, strapped them to the backs, and away you go as you head back to Phandalin. Not Phandalin, wow. As you head back to Heroes Haven. You never actually found the flame bile sack. As you were looking around, you gave up because you couldn't find it. So at this point, you head back to Heroes Haven. And as you return, high spirits, as you've just completed another quest, you, let me go full face. You go back to the town hall. It's a little bit morning time. You go back to the town hall and you turn in your quest and you drop the wings off, and Craig has two of the guards that are walking around come over and grab the wings from you and take them around back to wherever it is he needs to take them to the person who paid for it. All heart's good, sure. And short rest. So you get plenty of rest at this point. It takes a couple days to travel back. I tend to kind of fast travel through these parts just because it's not like we're actually sitting at a table and doing like individual characters. You choose what to do. So I kind of fast forward through some of this stuff. So you get back. You really wanting to fight a frog right now. You turn it in and you collect the Dragon Slayer longsword that was promised from the quest. So at this point now you have the Dragon Slayer. Which, for those of you that don't know what the Dragon Slayer does, I know it does extra damage to dragons. I just don't remember what that damage is. Alright. So, Dragon Slayer. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. So, it is a +1 weapon right off the bat. When you hit a dragon with this weapon, the dragon takes an extra 3d6 damage. So, yeah. Amal deserves it. That thing, yeah, he does. And honestly, he's going to be the one that uses it the best anyway. So, alright. Captain Amal has himself a magic sword. Could have used that to kill the stupid thing. Yeah, for real. Okay, so at that point, you now have received it. You've got your gold, so I will just, so there is a bank in Heroes Haven, Knox Banking and Brokerage, where you can go consolidate all the stuff you have into money. So your group takes your gemstones there, you take all the silver and the copper to kind of consolidate it into easier, more diviable monies. So at that point, this was 600 gold pieces. This was 1150. I mean, 1700 copper pieces is what? 17 gold? Yeah. 17 gold. 1150 silver, that's 115, and then you had 720. Of course, the quest gives you an item that would have helped us once we completed it. Can we use the dragon's fangs for forging? Sure. So, here's what I'll do, and it's kind of like what I do for Heroes Haven. So, give me 1 second. Collectively, your group got 1452. So, this divided by 4. So, each individual gained another 363 gold pieces. So, we'll start there. So, here's where we will start off next time we do another session here. We'll start off back in Heroes Haven before we get the quest. You can, between now and next time we do this, which is probably going to be next Wednesday, think of what you might want to do forging something with the items that you got. If you want to write it down now so you have time to think about it. You have a dragon heart. You have 2 dragon claws. You have 15 dragon scales and 2 dragon teeth. So between now and next week, if you want to come up with some cool ideas you think you might want to try and do with those, feel free. And then since we're starting in Heroes Haven, we'll go back to the magic shop before we do anything, see if there's anything you want to try to buy. And with the gold that you have now. And from this point, that is the end of this encounter, which was another insane encounter. Dino, welcome, welcome. I appreciate the follow. As promised, I am real quick before we end the session. Is this always on Wednesday? Yes, I stream every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Central Time, or Eastern Standard Time. But I'm very active over on the Discord, which is what I was just about to just give you a quick rundown of what we do there. So, first things first, I'll show you what my Sachemon card collection looks like, my personal one. So, let me hide this for a second so you don't see it. So this is the website where you can see everybody's card collections. Like I said, Sachemon is basically Pokemon, but rather than Pokemon cards, you're getting cards based on D&D monsters and items for now. I'm also going to be adding locations. So if we go here, here is my collection, more D&D. If you click here now, you can see your entire collection. I know it's hard to see because it's on the stream, but this is just a normal website. This is my full collection of cards. And just to show you of like what the idea is, so this is the card. I have card number 324 here, which is Gundren Rockseeker, which is part of an expansion, which you can see here. It's from the Lost Mines of Phandelver expansion. So you can actually try to collect all of those certain expansions, which is really fun. But then it also tells you whether or not it was a holographic card, which will bump the value up. It'll tell you what the grade is, how nice of a card is it, and then you get the value of it here. So like I said, this is from the Lost Mines of Phandelver set. But then you see some other ones here, like this Pentadrone. This is actually not from an expansion. It's from the base set. But there are small little sets you can try to complete, like the drones. So if I go up here to Monsters, and I click on the drones, you can see, if I zoom out a little bit here, you can see there are 5 cards that you can try to collect in this set. And I have collected them. You can see that I have acquired them, and you can see what they were worth and such. And so this just gives you a good idea of whether or not you're collecting those. So this is how you view all the cards on the website, which is a lot of fun. You can see the different base sets, the items. Now here is something special. Oh, before you guys go, actually, just in case anyone drops off while I'm explaining this. With this, anyone that participated tonight, I'm going to be giving you 300 gold pieces over in the Sachemon Discord as a reward for defeating the dragon. So anyone that participated, that put in a chat here in the game tonight, you're going to be getting 300 gold pieces over in Discord to spend on the cards. So you see here there are 2 hero cards. These are actually 2 individuals that are participating in Sachemon over on the Discord. We've had events where you got to become a card if you won the event. So there are 2 people that have become Sachemon cards. Think you joined the Discord. So we're going to check because I'm actually going to head that way now. So if we go over to the Discord, I can go up to the attendance sheet, and it looks like, yes, it looks like maybe both of you joined in here. I'm not sure who the Shade Cinder is, but I see Dino in there. I'm guessing, yeah, okay, that's you. Yep. So you joined, and as long as you click the little, when you go to the Hereby Decree, if you click the little check mark under the turtle, that will allow you to join in. And at that point, if you want to just get right into the Sachemon, you can go over to this channel right here, where it says pull cards here, and you'll see all the different cards people have been pulling. Now the dice is actually because I made Sachemon for physical tabletop, so you rolled dice to see what cards that you got. So when we transferred this over to a digital aspect, I still wanted people to see the dice they were rolling. So it just simulates the dice for you and then tells you what card you would get. So when you are ready to pull your own cards, actually, can I? Let's go back here for a second. Yeah, there we go. So now when you go here, let me slide this up. Oops. Not the overlay. Where is main screen? There we go. Okay, so here you'll see I type in the /pull command. When you type that in, it's going to ask you, do you want to pull? Well, it's not going to let me because I've already pulled today. But once a day, you can pull a pack of cards. So you type in that /pull command, and it'll give you 3 options. Do you want your cards to only be monsters? Do you want them to be only items? Or do you want them to be a random mixture of both? There you go. So, Dino, you pulled that Gem of Seeing is a pretty good card. Now, because this is your first time pulling, any first-timers, you get to do that 3 times just to get your collection started. So, if you want, you can go in there and type that in 3 more times, Dino. I'm not sure, Shaw, why yours did not pull. If you want to try again. Dino! Good bracers of defense. 200 gold pieces there. Even that blue Abishai. So the most expensive card you can get is 10,000 gold pieces. It is a CR30 card, which goes with the challenge rating of a monster, by the way. CR30. Hey, look! You pulled Dragon Slayer! You pulled the weapon that you won tonight. That's really funny. So, but you can see it was a grade of 7, and it was a value of 46. Shaw, I'm not sure why that's not working for you. That's interesting. Maybe, did you... Well, there's no way you couldn't... There's no way you could see the pool cards here without clicking that little thing. So you've obviously... it should still work on mobile. Try... Just type in the / and then a P and see if you see this command just come up. And if you do, try clicking that. And I'll catch up on the things real quick. Sorry. I have like 600 gold I could cash in from previous battles. Nice. Oh, that's true. Oh, you don't. That's so weird. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. It's a global timer. It's every midnight. So actually, you'll be able to pull again in 10 minutes. It's actually, I'll just hang around so that way I can pull live on stream too. But yeah, it's every midnight Eastern Standard Time. You get a new token. And actually, you may be able to pull another one. I don't remember if you get 3 more or if you only get 2 more and you're able to pull 3 altogether. So you may be able to pull another one. Shaw, I'm not sure why you wouldn't be able to see it. That's what's killing me here. Especially since Dino can see it, so it's not like anything's going on with it at the moment. Let's do this. It's 3 at start. Okay. I'm going to... let me slide this over here first. Oh, I just go full face for a second. I'm going to see if I can fix yours real quick. Add roll. All right. So, Shaw, see if you can see them now. I've changed your roll to give you a higher one. We'll see if that does anything. Is there a space in front of... no, it doesn't look like she had a space in front of it. This is so weird. Still nothing. Which makes no sense because... Alright, so I'm going to just get... So, Shaw, I promise you, don't give up. I'm going to figure out why it's not working for you, and I'm going to get it working for you. Because I'm curious to see what cards you pull, because that was some pretty solid cards that Dino just pulled. And just in case you're wondering how good my cards have been, I have only been pulling like a maximum of 3. Like the gold value of my cards have been a maximum of like 3 for like 15 days straight. So it's been killing me. Question, did the Oni have a prize stated by Dieter? I missed that. I apologize. I did not give out a prize last week. I probably would have. I don't know why I didn't. So, I'll have to go back and see who was a part of that one because I genuinely don't remember. But I didn't give one out. So I'll just say probably. I'm just going to say no for last week only because I forgot. What was the, so for the Sachamon website, it's because I'm a girl. I guarantee that's not the case because we actually have quite a few on here, which is super cool. If you want to see your collection, type in /. Oh, let me switch to this. Sachamon pulls. Type in / collection. And what that will do is it'll pop up with your top 10 cards, but it'll also give you the website to go to. The first is the general website. The second one is to your specific collection, yours. I seem to remember someone else had this issue. I do too. I just wish I could remember how we fixed it. Because there should be no reason why you don't see the commands. Let me see if there might be server settings, integrations, D&D bot. Night Turtle, thanks for hanging out. I need to find out why. If I do the slash, I don't see the pull option, which is so weird. Yeah, I wish I could... Brian would know. That's the problem. I need Brian here. Hold on. Let's see. What if I remove apprentice? All right. Did that help if I removed apprentice from you? It wouldn't happen to do with Discord permissions. What was the question to the Oni? Okay, neat. Yeah, it's 3 at the start. Okay, yeah. I'm caught up there. Turtle, thanks for playing. See you all in due time. Will do. I don't think so. I would say... Oh, you know what? You know who it was? It was, I think it was Dieter. Was it your kid? I think it was, it was either Dieter Jr. or it was Shady Cloud. And I think that they were able to do it on PC. So, oh, yeah, it's funny. Let me try on desktop. Let me know if that works. Also, is it Shah? Am I saying Shah? Shay? I keep saying Shah, but it might be Shay. Pickle, that might have been it. Yeah. And I think that they had to do it on desktop first. And I don't know if that fixed the mobile or not, but I think that was how they at least got it to work. But it's so weird to me why it wouldn't work on mobile in the first place. Well, while we're here, while the rest of you are here, if Dino, you're still here, and if Shah, you're still here, I don't know if you had to go off to go to desktop or not. I'll go through a couple other things just while we wait for midnight to get here anyway, so I can pull more cards. So, Shah, not Shay. Okay, perfect. Shah it is. Glad to know I was saying it right the whole time. Over here, we have the leaderboard that gets refreshed every couple minutes, but it's going to show you who has the most valuable collection. So you can see a couple people up there. Well, actually, just one person up there that was with us tonight, Dieter, in #1 spot. Very nice. The best card of all time, as I mentioned, the highest card you can pull is worth 10,000. It's a CR30 card that is a mint condition CR30 card. So grade of 10. They will always be holographic. CR30s are. But they're worth 10,000 gold pieces. So far, only 2 people out of the almost 13,000 cards have pulled one. So 2 of them have been pulled. Best card this month, Bobster actually just pulled that one last week, I think it was. Or within the past week, I guess. And then today, Dieter... Which Dieter is that? I think that's... Dieter, is that your wife, maybe? Pulled the Scion of Sortor today. When in doubt, blame Nightbot. I miss being up there, Lissai. I have never been up there if it makes you feel better, Widget. Oh, Shah, looks like you got it. You got it. Cool. Oh, look at that. You got a Duke Zalto from the Storm King's Thunder set. Yeah, so that pack right there you just pulled, that 2-1-1 pretty much, that's what all of my packs have been looking like. So, I get it. But hopefully your third one's way better. Here it comes. So yeah. Oh, what do we got? Oh! So you pulled the dragon that we slayed tonight's mother. And a really good one. So you pulled an adult blue dragon that was a pretty good grade. It was a grade of 7 out of 10, so it was a good grade. And it was holographic, so it was worth 443. So that was a really good pull. So yeah, very nice. And then up here, you can see the one that you pulled, this Duke Zalto. You can see in the brackets, it says SKT. That signifies that it's part of the Storm King's Thunder expansion. So you've pulled one of the cards from that expansion. Now here's the really fun part that a lot of people like to go for. when you complete one of those little sets that I was talking about. So let me slide back over to the more D&D thing here. So when you complete one of the sets, for instance, I have completed the Lost Mines of Phandelver set. I've collected all the cards in the Lost Mines of Phandelver one, which, by the way, love Droop. I don't know if you played Lost Mines. I love Droop. But when you complete a set in Discord, you get a new role or a new title that lets everyone know that you've completed that set. So if I go back here and I click on my name, which I'm right here, view all roles. Oh, I got to disable streamer mode. Hold on. It's fine. View all roles. You can see all the titles that I've gotten. But for that one, the Liberator of Lost Mines. I am the Liberator of Lost Mines. So the Discord will automatically give you that title whenever you complete any of the sets that there are. And there are dozens and dozens and dozens of little sets that you can complete. So, yeah, feel free as you go to try and ask people for those cards if you're going for a specific one until he develops real estate. So where do I get gold to buy card packs? So tonight I'm going to be giving you gold. You're going to be getting 300 gold. But also, if you want, so let me show you how to sell cards. You can sell cards for money as well. So if I go back over to viewers play D&D. So for instance, let me go to my monsters here because I will be able to see where I have duplicates. So right here, you can see I have 3 of these howlers. I don't need 3 of them. So I tend to try and keep 2 in case someone wants to trade me for one. But right here, this howler, you can see it's worth 8.328 gold. So it's card ID. That's what you need to sell a card. It's also what you need to trade a card and everything. Every individual card has its own specific card ID. And so all of them are number 179 because that's just what they are. They're number 179. But they each have their own card ID. So that 12726 there, if I go back over to the Discord, and I go down and I type in /sell, now it's going to ask me what that number was. So it was 12726. Once you hit enter, it's going to confirm that that's what you want to do. Do you want to sell this card? And you hit confirm, and now that much gold has been added to my thing. And so if you just want to see how much gold, you can type /gold. And now you can see that I have 199.220 gold. So that's how you get gold. You can also trade for gold when you go to trade people. And I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you right now. My recommendation would just be to play around with it. Just pull cards over time, talk to people in the trade cards here thing, and you'll see how people are trading as it goes. And you'll be able to trade others for either your cards or you can pay them for their cards and so on. So yeah, you can sell your cards. But yeah, I'll be giving you 300 gold just for showing up tonight. Because I appreciate your contributions and being here and hanging out. So, oh yeah, so they're talking about the shop. If you type in /shop, we have a rolling shop that changes every 12 hours. So currently, we have all these here. I don't see anything I don't have yet. There's a Duke Zalto, which one of you just got. It's a really good one, actually. It's almost mint condition, grade of 9, and it's holographic, so that's pretty good. And 2 of the ones I was missing were in the shop, but were 4-digit. Yeah, rip. Paying extra for those. And so then I will go to the pool cards here. Oh, who's pulling cards now? All right, yeah. That was the adult blue dragon. Widget pulled his. Nothing crazy here. Dieter. Gloves of missile snaring. Holographic. Not bad. Granicus with a 708 pulling the Book of Exalted Deeds. That's a really good one. And, holy cow, Granicus with an Ancient Brass Dragon as well, worth 910. Jeez. So, Shah, you should be able to pull another one. And same thing for you, Dino, if you're still here. Now that it's past midnight, you should be able to pull more cards. That's why everyone's pulling right now. Holy cow, at Granicus. Some folks get all the pulls. Yeah, for real. Dino! Look at that talisman of ultimate evil. We're 702. Woo! All right, well, I got to pull now since everyone's pulling solid cards. Now is the time. Random. Oh, my. I'm telling you, I can't get away from this garbage. I cannot get away from the garbage. I have all of these. That's like my 4th rot troll. And then Shaw comes in with a ancient red dragon worth 631. I can't. I cannot pull good cards. Literally impossible. This is crazy. Super nice. So, yeah, that's Sachemon. You come in, you can... Yeah, for real, you're the Dragon Queen. So, you, now that you have pulled several dragons, might start going for those dragon sets and trying to pull or trade for the young dragons or the adult dragons or whatever it is you might want to go for. It's been fun. Great end to the fight. Good night. Night, Lori. Appreciate you hanging out. So, yeah. Yeah, you can, like I said, you get these free every day. You get a free token every day. We tend to have events where you get more tokens or more money to go spend. But like I said, tonight I'm going to be giving anybody that participated, which you are included in that, 300 gold pieces. And whenever you get the gold and you want to buy them, you type /buy pools. And from there, it tells me I don't have enough gold because it costs 400 to buy a pack. Bobster pulling an Aaron. Yeah, it's not bad. So it costs 400 to buy a pack. Now the average, and this is a very, very weighted average because, so the average value per card is 100 gold pieces. But that's with most of them being anywhere from like 30 and below. And then every once in a while you get one worth like 5,000 that just skews the whole thing. So the average per pack then is obviously 300 is what you can expect to get, but many times you get one of those big pools that's worth 5,000 and all of a sudden that pack was well worth the money. So just letting you know, if you're spending the money, don't expect that you're definitely going to get that money back, but you very well may. So yeah, the math is literally correct and wrong pretty much all the time. So yeah, that's Sachemon. Like I said, I would just say, how do I buy? So, I don't know if you're still here in the video, Shah. If you are, you can use the /buy pools command. If you're not here, I'll type it in real quick. Buy pools command. It costs 400 to buy a pack of 3 cards. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to get out of here because I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately. But to the people that were here participating for the first time tonight and following me, Shah, shout out. Shah, the MVP of the night, and shout out Dino for hanging out. You guys are great. I appreciate everything, and I will see you hopefully over on the Discord. Feel free to ask any questions. We have a really good group of people over there that's always excited to help out. And they definitely are always excited to trade because a lot of people are always going for those packs or those sets. So I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. For those of you that are always here, you know I definitely appreciate you being here. So have a good one, and I will catch you over on the Discord, and I'll see you in person next week.